Hey everyone, quick note before we dive in. This video is a bit longer than usual because we are breaking down a tier list in super detail. If you want all the in-depth info, stick around. If not, no worries. There are timestamps so you can skip right to the parts you care about. Just a heads up, we pre-recorded this before the emergency ban list dropped. But don't worry, we'll have an updated version later this month. Stay tuned for that. Let's jump in. Okay, I mean it's still synced, so we don't have to do the next thing. Okay, but all right, welcome you guys. We're back to episode 2 for avoiding
table 400.
All right, well, like always, you guys, my name is Zeno. People know me as Abraham. Just right here, Instagram tags.
Everybody, you know I'm BG. I'm the guy. I'm Himothy. But you already know. Make sure to follow me on socials. You see him right there.
You guys are building up his ego.
Yeah, you guys kind of are. Everybody's coming up to me talking about, ooh, BG, I heard the podcast. It's so fun.
And I mean, we appreciate you guys letting us know, because feedback is always like very important, because we don't want to do something and you guys don't like it, right?
Yeah, of course.
So, but not him.
Yeah, you guys got to tell me if you guys are ever in the Utah area and you see me, make sure you guys ask for my autograph. I'll sign whatever card you want. Sabo, Dofi, you know,
anything.
Anything.
It can be
comments.
It can take comments, stamped, alt arts, anything.
Mangas. I'll sign whatever you want. I got you guys.
You see, you guys are. This is where people say like we're making the wrong people famous.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're not famous.
Yeah.
Yet.
But
we appreciate you guys coming up to us, letting us know how we're doing great, and we're gonna continue doing that. And hopefully, after today's episode, you guys will have a new level unlocked for your guys' next matchups when you go to your next local.
OP15.
OP15. I know. Like,
dude, I'm so excited for it.
We literally just got done with a pre-release for Brolic.
Yeah.
And
guess who got it? It's me. I got it. I went 3-0.
I'm not gonna lie. I think what you're doing here is that you're just farming us, bro.
I think I'm farming Brolic events. I don't win anything else.
Anything else but Brolic events.
When it comes down to Brolic, that's when I lock in. You know what's funny is that you guys I still can't believe I was fourth pick.
So, to have fun, me and Mako, we don't like participating in our events unless it's like an uneven number. So we'll like jump in and help out. But we were finally able to have enough players to play on both pods, and we decided to run a little wager. And we had to choose from one pod who were our top players, and I'm gonna let you guys hear his rant.
I want you guys to know, I was pick number 4. I was pick number 4? Come on.
Hey.
You know my record at Brolic events.
All I'm gonna say is, you guys, in my defense, when you're going to a pre-release event, you usually look like, all right, if I pull good cards, I should be good, right? Like if you have like all these different resources, I saw multiple people, and when I looked at BG, it wasn't there. He just wasn't there. Like, oh, this is me. This is this. Yeah. I looked at him. He's like, huh. I pulled an Alvida, so I'm like, oh, he's already sentenced for like failure.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to win. I'm not gonna lie.
You see, so I have the right to have not chosen him. All right.
I definitely didn't expect to win, but I didn't expect myself to go to like 1-2 or 0-3 either. You know, like I'm still him. You know what I mean?
At Brolic, apparently.
I'm telling you, give me scraps, I'll make a diamond.
Oh my! Oh, who'd you get that from? Obviously, you didn't come up with that.
No, I just made it up on the spot. I'm pretty sure somebody had said it before, but
oh I'm gonna take full credit. All right, you guys, for those already this far in, next time you come up to BG, tell him you're not diamond, bro. You're not diamond. You're still scraps.
Not a Brolic. A Brolic, I'm the golden boy.
But you can literally go to any other location and they can hold. Yeah. They can hold.
You send me the fave, and I swear I'm.
You know what? At this point, you're known as Scraps, bro.
Okay.
That's the nickname, you guys. You hear that? So down below, if you're watching us right now or listening to us, comment down below. BG is Scraps.
We're not doing that. Nobody.
Hey, we could always hope for. But I mean, like, look, you guys. One thing that now that OP15 is here, we're gonna be moving into a tier list situation. We have this pulled up right here, so we're gonna do some little magic, right? So that way, what you guys see is what we are seeing at the moment. Okay. So I mean, new leaders. Any leaders that you think have Well, we'll hold that to the side. We'll halfway before. Let's start with these new leaders.
Let's start off with the new leaders.
Yeah, because that's straightforward. Anyone can see that.
Everybody's here for that, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's watching for old leaders. If you're here for old leaders,
Stay
come
at the what is like you said, legacy format.
yeah, just stick to legacy. It's cool, bro. It's cool. You can continue playing Red Zoro, like old OG Red Zoro. You might get a win or two, but you know, we should actually check out some of the new leaders. I think that this set. I know people were bashing on me for saying that I mentioned that there were no memorable leaders,
Connor.
but to an extent, I was right.
But then you came up to me like, bro, I didn't realize.
I didn't realize Luffy was in.
Just if honestly, if Krieg was the only, like, if he wasn't in this lineup of leaders, every character would have been a memorable character.
Yeah, I guess I thought of Krieg only. So maybe
he got hit with the first, like,
maybe,
reading the list of the leaders. First one was Krieg. Yep, it's not memorable, you guys.
Maybe Krieg was the most memorable.
Oh yeah, like Andy.
Yeah,
the strongest of the East Blue.
The strongest of the East Blue.
How are you not gonna remember that?
But yeah, I do think that aside, I do think that this format is gonna be insane. I think some of the leaders that we got in this set are insane.
And not gonna lie, not just the leaders, but the support that all these like characters are coming up with. Like, you guys will see it in the tier list, but there's like decks that I've been hearing so many like little texts here and there.
Yeah.
But like I'm gonna tell you guys right now, the one that's surprising me is Gecko Moria, Black Yellow.
Gecko Moria. Dude.
Oh,
so
I've been hearing like little rumors. It's a deck that you can almost deck yourself out to the point where you're constantly recycling your quasars back into your deck. So obviously you're going to be doing some healing situations. You're not just going to be healing, but drawing into certain cards and everything. So you're pretty much keeping yourself at a low count, and you know exactly what those cards are. So your opponent is going to have to be dealing with back to back to back.
Never gonna die.
And it's literally just a rinse and repeat. So there's like those decks. That's at least one deck that's catching me off guard. But from rumors and other decks that you're hearing about, what's one deck that you want to just talk about real quick, just to mention?
Quickly, dude, Croc.
Oh,
I'm not kidding. Ever since I realized that Red Rock and Pudding kill Croc, and realizing that they're gone out of the, like, they're not gonna be in the game anymore, I'm like, oh my god, Croc is gonna be good. And I mean, you saw me test it earlier today.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. But so that's the thing. Like, we're looking at some like tier lists from Japan. Yeah. Croc has been slowly moving up to, like, it went from like C tier to like A tier. That's where it's been like creeping at right now. I don't know if it's just because it's a heavy representation of Croc at like an event, and it's just like doing decent and everything. But I don't know. As a former Rosy Purple, Purple Yellow Rosy, that was one deck that just never bothered it whatsoever.
Yeah.
But that might also just be Rosy's ability. Like, he was great against almost every black deck. Yeah. Blackbeard, Emu, and Croc, just to mention at least these decks that have been popping up. But to me, I see what Croc can do. It stuns. If your opponent is playing a 1 or 2 cards, you're able to like instantly freeze them, reduce them, do all this other stuff. So I understand, but there's a lot of decks that are just going way too wide. So I don't know. And again, after this podcast, maybe next episode, next Thursday, I'll probably be a bit more convinced after playtesting, and we're going to be doing a couple playtesting rounds and everything. So if you guys want to watch any certain matchups or any type of like deck specifically, let us know in the comments down below, so that way we can try to get more knowledge into them, or bring someone that knows this deck like almost from like it's the back of their hand situation. So just comment down below what decks you would like to see in deck lists. But let's get started with this tier list. Starting off with the newer leaders, we're looking at Krieg. I had so much high hopes.
I did too.
Like, literally, once the leaders got announced, I was like, I'm jumping on Krieg. Like, this is the one red deck I'm actually gonna run. It's gonna be fun.
The most memorable leader of OP15. Oh, the best leader of OP15.
You know, it's strongest of East Blue. Deserves to be like a C tier.
I think C tier. Yeah, it's got some stuff.
Yeah,
it definitely has some stuff. It can be very aggro. It can deal with boards. It's green. It can freeze your stuff if you need to. Yeah, but it's just not that. It's just not it, bro. It doesn't have an end game.
It really doesn't. And that's one thing that This is reminding me of a little bit of like Bello Betty.
Yeah.
Like once it does its thing, if it didn't kill you that turn,
Yeah.
you're pretty much just like stalling till like you lose before it's like time.
It's like when you poke a bear and you just go like, uh-oh. You realize that how would I say, like the best way I can put it is like if you punch the Hulk and expected him to go down and then he just turns around and you're like, oh. That's what it's like. I think Krieg is missing a couple cards.
Mm-hmm.
I think it has potential.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad leader by any means.
It's not whatsoever. But there's like certain things that like I wish it could do a little bit more of. So like right now it's doing a little bit more Dawn manipulation where it's like relocating things.
I think that's really good.
It's a great tech. Like honestly, like these newer things, I never like imagined that something was going to happen like this.
Yeah.
Nor a leader with 6 Dawn instead.
Yeah.
Instead of being reduced by life or restricted by other stuff, 6 Dawn is something new. But the thing is, if I think Krieg would step up to almost even be like one of the best decks, if they ever release a card that's on play, any attached Dawn remain attached until your next end phase.
I think it's missing something like that.
Because like imagine like say if you reattach everything, because there you can almost move like 3 to 4 Dawn to something, right?
Yeah.
With at least like having multiple abilities going on. Imagine just like you stop your opponent from a 10 drop. You stop your opponent from countering. You stop your opponent from all this other stuff after you play this. Like that's the type of tech I think Krieg would like level up to almost be like an S tier deck.
Yeah, I do think, like I said, it's just missing that edge. I think it's just missing that edge. The 8-drop Krieg is insane.
Oh yeah, it really is.
It's an insane,
especially on even pre-releases.
Yeah, I mean that's how I was. I Krieged away his Zev, and then I just blockered up, and he proceeded to just lose the game because he had no card that can keep up with
a big boy like that.
Yeah, so I do think it's at C, but I also think that with the meta the way it is, if one of these decks becomes if certain decks, at least if we go through them, become the best decks in the format, I do think Krieg could go up a tier.
Okay, fair. Yeah. Because obviously, like, it's always like this. Like, one deck is doing really great against other ones, and that's where like these lower tier decks raise up. Like, this is like again, like that's how like Croc or like all these other like decks like Luffy. When Luffy was announced and everything, and Enel was like the hyped up leader. Yeah. No one thought about Luffy, Yellow Luffy. You know, Bell Luffy. No one thought it was gonna do good, but because Yellow Luffy counters Enel. It just boom. It just
like
moved up.
Well, I mean, we can talk about that in a bit, but yeah, it's it all depends on the meta. But as a deck, if we were to put every deck in the world in one tournament, I think Krieg wouldn't make it too far.
Oh no, he would not, not whatsoever.
But it's. Like I said, it's just missing a little bit, just a little bit.
So let's hope for a starter deck, because I mean that's the best hope we got.
And that also means buy your alt leaders right now.
Yeah, buy all your alts, buy all your lead characters, everything. Yeah, and jump on.
It's so cheap.
No wonder Dafoon's building it.
Dude, I might build it too, just in case.
Hey, he says he's gonna be the best Krieg player. Well, in Narnia, I don't know.
Yeah, but if you're in the Salt Lake area, you better watch out for my Krieg. You better watch out for my Krieg. Oh my god.
Oh, that's what I'm hearing right now. That Scrap is calling out Dafoon. All right, you hear this?
Yeah, Dafoon, I'm calling you out right now. When's the next?
He's gonna have to jump on a train to actually make it over here.
When's the next store regional? Trove of Collectibles. I'll meet you there.
Are you even in that one?
No, but I'm gonna show up.
You're just gonna show up a side event?
The grudge match.
What grudge match? This is your first match.
No, he'll know.
He'll know.
I'm gonna beef with him.
You got beef with him without him actually having to jump on? You're about to get him banned on Discord again. All right, but
okay. Next leader. Let's check next leader.
Lucy. I think he is like, I'm gonna put him in A, but I don't think he's high A. I think he's gonna be lower A. Like he honestly would be like first on B tier if we do it.
B? Okay, hold on. Can we give ourselves one golden ticket to move one leader wherever we want?
At the end.
Okay.
At the end,
we're gonna
because we have to sit down and like recognize everything. Because honestly, like they're loose. Like right now, I'm gonna put him like in A tier. The reason why, I don't think he's the top A tier lead. I think he's like I think there's a couple other leaders that are a bit higher.
Yeah.
That have us like obviously can do a lot better. But the thing is, I've from what I'm hearing, you can get to the point that you can deck out Lucy. Also, I think if you just don't see your events when you have your proper plays,
I think
you won't be able to catch up to the opponent.
It lives and dies by its draws.
Yeah.
It's consistent, but when it's not, it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
I do, personally, I put him way higher. I think he's an A, closer to S, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
But I that's how I feel about the leader. I do think he's great.
And then, I mean, like, right here in this moment, we just find a middle ground. But do you think, like, again, for me, and you can correct me if you think, I think right now an A is a perfect spot. I personally think there's other leaders in front of him.
Yeah.
So again, golden ticket at the very end, we will be able to readjust. And if at the very end, if you guys don't like this tier list, talk to Scraps.
All right, so we're not
but no,
put it.
But put it in the comments and then leave a description why you think this leader would be in a higher level, because we want to be a bit more interactive with not just like you guys outside of the videos, but comment down below because we'll be able to respond to them, and then on top of that, we'll bring it up in the next video.
Yeah.
So comment down below. It helps keep interactions, even if you guys just want to talk scrap to Scraps. I really want to make this work because
we're not gonna make
you're
work.
saying that you make scraps
This
into
is
diamonds.
not gonna stick until the next episode. I'm just letting you know. Anyways, let's just go to the next leader.
All right, Brooke. I would say B.
You give Brooke B. I think he's.
To be honest, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know anything about Brooke.
Okay.
So you guide me here.
Like the main thing you need to know.
Yeah.
He restands a lot.
Oh, it is green.
And he likes to mill a lot.
Oh yeah, I do.
He has the Nami effect where if you reach 0, you don't lose the game.
Yeah, and then on top of that, well, no, Nami is the opposite of Nami.
No, because.
But because at the end of your turn, you have to have something back in your deck, right?
No, it's just if you have 0, you don't lose the game.
No, but during your during your turn, you have to be like if you're at 0, you're okay with not losing.
I'm pretty sure.
But there's things that re-put like a couple cards back in there.
It's gonna work essentially like. How would I put it?
Because this game, I think when you're declared, when you run out of things at the end, like during your turn, if you run out of cards in your deck, game's over. At the beginning, yeah.
But I do think that this leader is actually pretty sick. I'm not gonna act like I know everything about this leader. If I'm being completely honest, I haven't read through everything for OP15.
Yeah.
But I think this leader has a lot of potential. I think it's still always in games. I think the fact that you can restand your leader and swing again is pretty cool. There's it has a lot of cool tech. It's black and green. So black and green. I mean, black cost reduction, green freezing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there will be people that can figure this deck out. I don't think it's great.
Do you think it's missing a couple support?
I think it is missing a couple support pieces. But again, I think that's just natural to a deck that's black and green.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Because the last dominant black-green deck that I could remember was Perona.
Yeah.
Perona was like a very, it was one of those decks where it's just like, it's there. It's not winning every event, but it's there. It does pop up here and there, and it's doing great.
I think it is, like I said, I think that color combination as a whole has a great early game, great mid game, and then as far as we go.
But I could see it.
But I do think if they printed a card that helps it into late game, I think it'd be great. I think
and there might be some cards out there that we are still not thinking about that could just help these decks, you know?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people get stuck that okay, this new leader's out. Majority of the support is in this set.
Yeah.
So let's play it at all. So sometimes that restricts the player of okay, let me venture out and try different things. And I think that's some of the great stuff that you can do exactly at locals. Just show up with something that is a universal card that can be attached to this deck, and it might just help out. You might prove us wrong that there is already something out there that could boost this deck just to be a bit higher. So I'll let you place where you think Brooke would be.
I personally think he is rightfully in B.
Okay.
I think he's
B for Brooke.
B for Brooke. But also, he's just a locals deck.
Okay, yeah.
He's a locals
I
deck.
could see a fun one.
Yeah, he's a fun deck. You can take him to locals. You can be the 3-0 Brooke Demon. But if you take it to a regional, you're probably gonna be out by 5 rounds. Right?
Within the first 3 rounds.
You
go from 3-1 locals demon here in the state of Utah. to 0-3 at the state of whatever other state
Yeah,
it is.
you start seeing decks like it now, and you start booking your flight back.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You know what? Like, you register, you get accepted, you just cancel right there.
Yeah, you're like, you sit down, you look at your opponent, he whips out a nail, he whips out a Nami, and you just
You know what? You put your deck back in your bag, and you pull out your trades. Like, so do you want to like do a transaction?
Trades, or you just go to the vendors and you just start looking around, shopping around a little bit. Maybe buy a better deck. I don't know. But yeah, I think he's a B. But we should go on to the next leader.
Okay.
With Rebecca. Rebecca's
Another one I don't know anything about.
It's a draw deck, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I think it's the first D tier deck.
First D tier? Okay, I'll let you take lead on that one because again, I don't know anything about it, but I know there's a lot of Rebecca lover players out there.
There are, but
Like-
you know what the problem is? He can't swing. Why do we get Rebecca leaders that can't swing? I don't.
In all reality, I mean, in the anime, she had like one good fight scene, but the rest of the time she's not doing anything. Makes sense why, because what the great thing is, a lot of these, one thing I love about this card game, a lot of
Very
these
loyal.
leaders, yes, but a lot of these leaders correlate with something from the anime, like what they had abilities of, and Rebecca just can't swing on someone.
Yeah, but I just wish that we could get a Rebecca. Just give Rebecca a swing. That's it.
It's called Kyros.
Yeah.
Kyros did everything for her,
Kyros-
and it's literally
It's
just
it's ironic because Kyros also does everything for it in this deck too. So it's I don't know. It's got some good removal. It still has some of the old Dressrosa stuff because I mean it is blue.
Yeah.
It's Dressrosa. So
But at that point, just play Lucy.
yeah,
You literally just play Lucy.
It's just the worst Lucy because Lucy at least has good removal.
Yeah, that is very true.
And it has access to Fire Fist,
Oh yeah.
which is one of the most broken red cards that we've seen. It's insane. But Rebecca is like, it can't swing. It loses access to a bunch of the red stuff that Lucy already has.
At this point, you're just playing like what OP4? No, it was OP. What set was it?
OP for Rebecca, no?
Was it OP4 for
Yes,
Rebecca?
OP4
Yeah,
Rebecca. That's
OP4
when I started
Rebecca.
playing.
Yeah,
That was my
OP4
first
Rebecca.
deck.
Why are we bringing that meta back?
It's not great. I like I said, it's missing a couple pieces, but I do think. No, you know what? I'm not even gonna act like it.
No, let's not add on
It's
more.
it's gonna be.
It's gonna be
It's
bad.
D.
It's D.
It's D.
Right off the bat. All right, here is one deck I think confidently. I would say high A. Literally like to the point where it can be S, but we're gonna base this tier list hopefully from our locals, but also from like if you go to a bigger event. Yes, Luffy counters an L.
Yes.
The thing is, there's gonna be so many other decks.
That's true.
And the reason why Luffy is so high up there, it does great against purple.
It is great against
And
purple.
so that's where I think there's going to be a bigger spread of different decks that Luffy won't be able to stay on top.
I do think it is one of the decks that's super reliant on what the meta is.
Yeah.
Because its great matchups are great, but its bad matchups are horrendous.
That is true. That is true.
It
And
is.
that's that's where I feel confident. I think it could be doing better than Sabo.
Yes.
Well, Lucy.
yeah, Lucy.
But again, that's just me right now. And that's why, again, like Lucy is still good, but compared to Luffy, I think it's going to be placing a lot better.
I think it has a great spreadsheet. I do, but like I said, I do think it's just one of those decks that if you don't see your matchups,
Yeah.
which you can argue about every deck to be
Yeah.
fair. You can
true.
argue if I don't see my matchups, I lose.
Easy,
but,
Mako.
But but at least some of these decks have like a 40-60 spread.
Yeah.
For Luffy, you either have a 60% chance of winning or you have a 30% chance of winning.
Yeah, and then again, like this is the one part where people like see one random deck do so well at a regional where everyone jumps on it, but in all reality, it just countered a lot of that meta.
Yeah.
And then once everyone sees that deck, okay, it doesn't top again.
It doesn't ever top.
Where do you see it like pop up again?
Once people learn how to play against
Yeah,
it.
like
But I mean, the 5-drop rush is always gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
insane. That card's
that alone. I mean, that's the reason why we're gonna bring up an older deck.
Yeah.
Just because of that one card, it can make that deck come back.
Yeah.
But let's move on to the next one. Instantly, I would say S tier.
Oh yeah. I probably
No conversation whatsoever.
whether or not it's the best deck in the format,
Mm-hmm.
it is the most game warping deck from this set.
Easy. Like, you don't have to be a good player to play this deck. That's the thing. It kind of like plays itself. Obviously, there is some like skill when you should do certain things, but if you know the basic fundamentals of this deck, you should be able to almost even break that consistent record of you losing that one match that you've been having problems, or it can get you that winner that you haven't received just yet. So I think this is the type of deck.
Yeah, I do think that this deck has a lot, and I mean a lot of targets on its back. I think it is the most sought out after deck, but because it is the most sought out after deck, everybody is also playing around it.
Yeah.
Everybody, and I mean
Everyone
is taking in cards. So
if you're doing that much damage to a meta, there's a reason.
There's a reason. Whether now is topping or not, it doesn't matter. It is so game warping right now in this format that I think it's the best deck in the format. I think it's number one. I don't think there's a single deck better than it. And you could take a look at results, but again, if you're the one forcing every deck to play around you, then
you're doing something good.
You're
Slim Shady's doing something good.
You're doing something crazy.
Yeah.
So I think it's S tier for sure.
Fair. And then moving on to the next one, because honestly, we don't have to say much for now. Yeah. But we're moving into other decks that are from. We just got done with OP15.
No, we forgot Jewelry Bonnie.
Who?
Sure.
Honestly, I don't think she has that much representation, just because it jumped too late. And the reason why, I will say at least it's bottom tier, C tier.
I think I gave it B tier.
A B tier?
I think low B tier.
So do you think it's better than Krieg or worse than Krieg?
I think it's a better aggro deck. I think it's got some legs. Okay. It's got Borsellino. Borsellino, I mean.
Yeah, any yellow, like right now, yellow deck will be making a big appearance. But, I mean, Borsellino can't win you every game.
It can't win you every game, but it will win you a lot of games.
Yes, it will.
So I will say, I think it's B tier.
Lower B tier?
Lower B tier. I like I said, I do think it definitely came in too late into the game. Because even in Japan, it wasn't doing great, but at least it was doing some damage.
And that's why Rosie wasn't a deck in Japan. Yeah. Because Borsellino made other decks way more popular, so that's why it could defeat it. So, yeah, I agree. It came a bit too late, especially because the way it was orchestrated here in the US. But, okay, there's that. That's all of OP15 with EBO4 for us. Moving into like older cards, older leaders. Reiju, you personally brought this one up.
I'm vouching for this deck, and I'm telling you right now, it's low C tier.
Low C tier?
It's a low C tier. High, like I don't know. Actually, I'll give it mid C tier.
Okay. First off, now we're in the seed section. Above or lower than Krieg?
I think it's below Krieg.
Okay.
I do think it has some stuff going with the new Enel package.
Yeah.
Some people are taking in this Enel stuff. It's way more aggro now, and it's one of those decks that can run a bunch of different techs, stuff like Gamma Knife, stuff like you can still run the Porsche package, but you mainly run your secret rares, your secret rare Enels. I don't think you run the blocker Enels, at least I don't remember, but you still run your old Reiju package, which I mean, to be fair, the old Reiju package isn't even bad.
It's not.
It's never been bad. It just got outpaced.
Yeah.
But it has some legs, but it's also one of those things where you have to see a lot of those pieces in your starting hand. If you don't, because you have no real way of trying into, because you're playing two different archetypes, meshed in one, all your searchers are obviously going to be super.
It's either one or the other you're playing. It's kind of, it's one of those decks where it's like you lean towards one type of your build or the other. It's going to be like 50-50 at that point.
But since you're meshing both, you're kind of messing yourself up a little bit with your searchers. So it's not the most consistent deck, but Secret Rare is just such a good card that it can just carry this match so hard. Like I do want to try it personally.
And not gonna lie, when Reiju first came out, I was all about it because I'm a big Power Ranger fan. Yeah. Oh, when these came out, I'm like, I'm playing my Go-Go Rangers, bro. That's what I'm doing. So if you have this hope into this, I'll probably pick it up. I personally love this deck. I love the whole Vinsmoke family and everything. I just love the Whole Cake Island arc. So that whole thing was all my thing. So I'm gonna have to pick this up. I'll be testing this out just for fun as well. So,
like I said, I think it's just a local thing.
Yeah, it's for sure a local thing. Like just something you can pull out, trying to have fun. Like Hannibal.
Sure.
But moving on, one deck that has a strong, not just strong, but a great support. This set, Kalgara. I honestly think it's, I think it's top B. I think it's top B. Like, I don't think there's another top B deck that can beat this right now. Well, I think this is the top B. Like, I would put it in the A, but I think just a couple of our A or S have a bit more ranking over it.
Yeah.
But it's just the non-removable wiper.
Yeah.
That's out here.
It's insane.
It is.
It's crazy.
Like, I was playing these pre-releases where a lot of these cards, they make you take life, but there's so many like newer ones that just refill that up.
Yeah.
And so that's one great thing. Like, yellow was always like, I manipulate your life, and I focus sometimes here and there on mine, but now it's gotten so consistent where it's like I'm doing damage to myself, but refilling that. We put the gas tank back in and we're filling that up real quick, you know.
It's like I think this deck has so much potential to do a lot of damage.
Yeah, but then it comes back to this thing. I just think this deck can easily lose to itself. It's going to be like a Lucy where it can do self-harm, and then if you don't do it at the right time, your opponent's going to take advantage of that, and you're just going to instantly lose.
I agree.
You're gonna have to have a lot of setup to do so much, and if your opponent can poke at the right point, you might end up losing. So that's where I think it's not an A tier, but I think it's the top B tier, at least to my viewpoint.
I can see it. Like I said, it's any object that's not removable from your board will always be good.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a single bad card that says if you can't be removed from your field, you like for some reason do damage to yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not a bad card. It's not bad support. It's brought the deck back, which is good. Yeah. Because we do need some of these older leaders back in the game. Yeah. I do think some of them never got a chance to shine, and so it's kind of nice to see.
Yeah, like see like some of these leaders being able to pop back up, and especially because this set is more of a touchback of like older like arcs, especially now that OP16 will be coming out in the future, but we can save that for later. But just basing off this is a Sky Island support. So this next leader that I personally think that is probably I think it's gonna be a purple and yellow type of meta coming up. And I think one of these decks that will slowly come back is Enel.
You put Enel that high?
He's going to be the lowest A tier. I think he's just better than Kalgara, but Arigo, bro. I remember playing as a Katakuri leader how much this deck put yellow decks on check.
Yeah.
There was so much, like, you literally, and especially now that pudding is not a thing, heavy hand meta, you guys. This deck will literally have a thick hand, and you are like, okay, I'm swing. They're willing to go to their last life because they have so many triggers. Now they have Rygo, Kingdom Come, for those who don't know. Heavy removal. They're gonna let you stack up your life. They're not gonna do much, and they're just gonna sit down. Like, it got to the point where, like, I remember, if you guys remember, Jules, he said it was getting boring. Like, you're just there. Enel literally just plays itself.
It does play itself.
And that's where, like, certain players will get away with free wins in certain tournaments.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad deck, but I'm not I don't know. I don't agree with the A tier, at least. I do think it's a deck that'll do damage. I think it'll keep yellow in check. I think it does a lot of things great. I think its biggest problem is just, I think the meta has also just outpaced it.
Outpaced it? Okay.
I think it's past its prime. I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
But the leader effect is good.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have all the pieces that it could.
Okay.
Even with Rygo here, there's so many decks nowadays that have removal protection.
Yeah.
That Rygo, it's like, okay, cool, you Rygo me for 6. In Lucy, you just bounce your Sabo, or you bottom deck your is it your Ketos?
Yeah.
The Ketos, you bottom deck that. In Enel, you can't remove their big bodies. They're all immovable. In Luffy, you don't want to remove their field. Because he can just take life. You know, Kalgara, same thing. You know.
Yeah, they just take life.
So
okay, so and this might just be PTSD on my end, because I've got I learned the hard way just not to play yellow against Enel. So okay, I'm willing to admit. All right, let's put him.
I think he's
I would say
definitely-
above Bonnie at least.
He's above Bonnie. I would even put him above Brooke.
Okay,
I
so
think-
let's follow it up with 2 back-to-back yellows for high B tier. Then.
I think it's not bad.
Okay,
It's not bad
yeah.
placement.
Okay.
I'm willing to be proven wrong about that.
Yeah,
I'm
and then
very
if you guys can, I know one person that is excited for his Enel to be back, and that's Fat.
willing.
Oh, this man had it blinged out and was so sad when Rygo left because that deck went.
Yeah, I remember when I came back to playing One Piece after taking such a long break, and I was playing Dofi, Blue Dofi,
Yeah.
X Prime. I went up against him. I didn't know him, so I was like, okay, the new guy I'm playing against, whatever.
Yeah,
I got whooped.
yeah.
I got whooped.
Yeah, and
So-
again, that's why I had high hopes. But again, that might just be my PTSD coming back to it. And then, like you brought up, there is a lot of you can't remove my board anymore situation. So that might just be that Enel has been outpaced now.
Yeah.
So it could be a deck that could pop up here and there, but it just won't compete consistent.
Yeah, I think that's what it's meant.
Bonnie,
Bonnie.
I think it will be.
I think it's B.
I could say just underneath it because I think Enel could still deal with Bonnie, and Enel was easily dealing with Bonnie just because of Rygo. They would get rid of their 8-drop kid and all this other stuff.
To be honest with you, I think it's lower B.
Lower B?
It's losing Dofi.
That's true.
It's
That is
losing Dofi
true. So
with-
so the stall game is going.
completely gone.
Yeah, it's completely gone. I mean, they have their 9-drop Zoro. They have 8-drop. Wait, is 8-drop kid still around? No, he
No,
was.
8-drop kid is out.
Oh yeah, you know what? Let's put it high. You know what? I want to say.
I think it's.
I want to say it's under Rygo. Well, I mean, yeah, Reiju.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the deck looks cool.
Yeah.
The leader effect will always be good.
Yeah.
I think leader effect is never gonna be bad.
Mm-hmm.
But it's losing Dofi. It's lost Kid.
Yeah.
Kid and Dofi being probably the biggest reasons why he can stay alive for so
Yeah.
long. You're replacing it with La Beppo, which La Beppo it's okay. It's not bad.
I think
It's
with
not-
Bonnie, it's just not the right combo, especially with like the widespread type of like.
yeah,
format?
we're going through such a wide format that Dofi, if Dofi was still around, I think it there's even an argument for it being A.
Okay.
But with Dofi out
Mm-hmm.
and Kid out, it's too difficult. It's no. There's you're getting to your late game with such small bodies,
Yeah.
and if they get rid of those small bodies, you're out.
Yeah. Pretty much.
You just lose.
You gotta hope for seeing 3 carrots at this
3
point.
carrots and dream.
And a dream and electrical Luna. So Boa, I've been scrolling through YouTube and a couple like TikToks areas, and it just shows that like a lot of people are really testing out this Boa, but I don't think it's gonna be that good of a deck. And I would probably say, you know what? I would put it right behind Bonnie. I think right now it's in the testing like waters, like right now.
Yeah.
Like people are trying to make it work just because Jinbei's out. It has to be a 7 warlords leader to actually work out. But I mean, I think this is the wrong going wide leader. Well, Jinbei overall getting unbanned. I don't think it's as strong as Gecko Mori, and that's why they only brought Jinbei back because it's not as strong as what Moria could do. So I think that's why people are on the cope right now. And don't get me wrong, for those, if Boa Hancock just out of nowhere pops off with gravity blades, with Jinbei, with going board unblockable and all this other stuff, then cool. Put it down in the comments. Let us know why we might be wrong on these placements. But I think right now it's in the testing grounds and people are still going to be messing up too much trying to find this right tech, and that's the reason why I put it lower C.
I'm also not the biggest fan of Mono Blue right now. I think
Fair.
Mono Blue, with the hits that it's taken, has taken such a huge backseat into what it can do. I think decks that can abuse blue and still be a different color are always going to be better.
Fair.
And right now, Mono Blue, like what cards do you realistically have in Mono Blue?
What can Mono Blue just keep alive? Gravity Blade?
And then
And I mean, there's other little things, but reckon, like, if you think instantly about blue, I instantly just go straight Gravity Blade. It used to be Red Rock,
gone.
and pudding.
And they're both gone.
They're both gone.
So-
and when you start thinking about other ones, you start realizing it's a different color, not blue, because you were playing a multicolor lead.
So I do think it's missing like pieces, and I don't, like I said, I don't think this is a boa problem. I think this is just a mono blue problem.
And I could agree to that.
Yeah.
Like blue is just in a weird spot where it had really great strong support, but now it's like by itself, it can't hold down. It can't stay on 10 toes.
Yeah, there's just not enough in the game for it, at least.
Correct.
Not a bad leader, just a bad color.
Yeah, bad color. So the color itself is being restricted.
Yeah.
Vegapunk, I would say, you know what? I would say above an L.
Above and now, yeah.
Because this is the deck that is going to abuse Borsalino and Raigo so much. Raigo. Quasar. No. Well, not just that, but yeah, Quasar.
Raigo.
Quasar, Kingdom Come, and Borsalino.
Every broken yellow card you can think of, it's in this deck now.
Yeah, and then the great thing is, coming back to the mono blue is just bad. Mono yellow is so strong. That's one deck that could stand alone by itself.
I think yellow's just the best color right now.
Yeah, it's the most favorite color.
Yeah.
There's obviously like an L, purple.
Yeah.
But yellow alone, like if you're playing yellow, the ones that started off with yellow as dreamers, our dreams have come true. That's all I'm gonna say. And Vegapunk being able to pop something and still gain a life.
Yeah, no, and on top of it, you still get Borsa.
Yeah,
you still get Borsa.
You do. Okay, so look, this is great because this is one play. You're on your 7 down, right? Kingdom Come. Get to your 1 life, or if you're already at 1 life, you got rid of something. Lead ability. Put Quasar back on there.
Quasar back in there.
They swing at you, bring out Borsalino, you gain your life back again.
And guess what? You just remove the body, and then with 1 Dawn, you also heal 2 lives.
Yeah.
So it is.
And then you get a blocker, so that's technically like 3 life.
It's like 3 life. Dude, it's
Again, this is why I think Vegapunk is gonna be like one of those decks that it can be like one of those decks where it just steams out, but it's gonna be constantly cycling itself into it, like nonstop.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think no matter what, a Vegapunk will be good just off of Borsa Quasar.
Yeah,
but again, just like you said, it does run out of steam. And once it runs out of steam, it's just like you can't do much about it.
This is where blue can be like Gravity Blade. Okay, well then I'm stuck.
Blue just Gravity Blades you, and then you're like, oh, okay, cool. Or
can you kill me?
Or an L will be like, oh, that's 2 lives.
Say less.
Say less. I didn't know we were starting with me in the lead. Or even a deck like Luffy, it's like, I just do your job better.
So yeah, again, so that I think this is a great spot for Vegapunk, at least, because I think Calgara can easily outpace it and win that game. But next one, Blackbeard, the new promo's out, and you're stopping. And then one thing, where would you place this? I'll let you, because you're the one that's been constantly playing it right now. Yeah. Where would you place?
If I'm being honest, I can see it being high B, low A.
High B, low A?
I think it's I think we could put it in A for now.
Okay.
I don't think it's keeping up with Lucy and Luffy.
But it's going to be the lower A.
It's on the lower end. So once we fill it out, you'll start seeing...
Yeah, like the good little pushing back.
It'll be pushed back, but it has good matchups. Has you can stop in Lucy, you can stop Sabo. So you only get a blocker for your body.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, doesn't seem like a lot, but when the whole deck relies on Sabo being able to cheat out those events all the time, it's pretty good. Yeah. It's really good. And then the fact that the Lucy deck also just relies heavily on Cavendish, and you can remove Cavendish pretty early in that deck.
That is true.
It's like I said, it's a really good deck.
Yeah.
It's got good. It's a good matchup, but it also just falls short on some of these. And
then I think this is also one of those type of leaders where the actual player itself could either make it a good deck or a bad deck.
Yeah.
And I remember when you were first starting out this deck, like you kept losing. Like, you're like, bro, what am I doing wrong? And stuff like this. And then Beef from playing Blackbeard when it first came out, I didn't really like fully like dive into like this was my deck, but I knew the gist of what Blackbeard needs to do. And what Blackbeard is here to do is not play a game and try to beat you straight up. Blackbeard is those type of decks where he's trying to stop you from playing your game.
Yeah.
And he's going to set you up to the point where you think you're doing this because it's the only lane, like the only straight road that you have in front of you, but he's the one that set you up on that road. He's literally the guy, just literally like that meme where he's like, sir.
You know, it reminds me of like Eren in Attack on Titan when he's like looking back and telling his dad like, do it. Just he's in your ear. If the proper player is controlling this deck, you're gonna realize that the stuff that you're doing could easily be not your own controlling or like your own plays, but because they've been setting you up for this. And I put in I've given BG some of my at least like tips and tricks with this deck, and after that he's been seeing a lot more success. We did switch up a lot of the deck. He did tell me these cards aren't coming through and we have to easily replace with this, and then that's the part. We may think it looks great on paper, but once it's actually being played, that's where we have to come back to the whole like sketchboard and like refix everything. Yeah, and like I said, I do think right now with certain decks falling out of the meta, I think Blackbeard is going to go up.
Okay.
But
it's not going to be the best.
It's not going to be the best, and I think, like I said, its bad matchups are pretty bad.
Yeah.
Its good matchups are pretty good, but it doesn't go past it. I don't think it's going to be an S tier deck. I think the new promo isn't even useful in that deck. No. Being honest,
it's not. Like I think it just had the hype and the abilities.
Yeah.
But sometimes cards with great abilities are not that good.
It's a tank cost.
Yeah.
Like, you'd rather just use your blocker. So
really stop your opponent, stop your leader. Like putting Anel as an example, stop the leader from activating his ability. Yeah. They can't regain life, and you just keep going for game.
Yeah, and then just keep going. So like I said, it has its tricks, but if your opponent knows how to play around it, you're gonna lose.
And if your opponent doesn't know how to play around it, the pilot might not know how to play it.
The pilot might not know how to play it. Yeah.
But here is one deck that has been raising up the ranks from previous sets, and I think it can continue staying up there, and I think it could be right in between Blackbeard and Lucy.
You think it's lit? I think it's S.
You think it's S?
I think it's S.
Why? Explain.
Okay.
Elaborate. Do you think it's better than Luffy then?
I think it's better than Luffy.
All right. Well, then let's knock it out right off the bat. Straight A. Top A.
I'm going to tell you right now. If Enel is the most game warping deck of the format, I think Nami is the most game warping deck of the past formats.
Okay.
I think Nami has risen up the ranks ever since we got that Nami.
Yeah.
Ever since we got the Nico. We get Borsalino.
That is true.
I
don't even think people would play much Quasar. It's probably like 1 or 2, right?
They're running around 3.
Okay.
But it's a deck that can keep itself alive. It's a deck that also has a very, very strong matchup into Enel.
Yeah.
It's a bunch
Gravity Blade. Get rid of those little boys.
And even if you don't Gravity Blade, your leader effect making itself 7k is just right out of range of the little guys.
Where they have to commit more Dawn, and then you're like, well, I can't swing that big anymore.
So it's one of those decks that, like on paper, it doesn't sound like it'll be great, but I think it has such a great spread into the format. I think it belongs in S. I think it might have the best spread out of every deck. I think Enel, most game warping, Nami, best spread. I think everybody should be looking into Nami. I think everybody should be looking out for Nami. I think that's the deck to beat.
Okay.
Once the hype dies down, Nami will probably still be up here.
Okay, then we'll set it up there. I mean, you brought some valid points. I mean, I can't argue with those. Yeah. I've seen how Nami plays. Yeah. I've seen what Nami can do, and I can agree. Like, if we're putting it like that and being able to talk about like the majority overall like matchups, like say if you go to a locals and you see all these things, you probably have a high chance of still winning against those. Yeah. At that point, it would be just like
it survives the jungle.
Yeah, it survives the jungle. Like it could barely survive, or it could be like dominating the jungle. Right. So
I think it'll never be losing the jungle.
Yeah. So going into blue purple Luffy, 3 life leader. 6k swing.
6k swing. Bad Enel matchup.
Bad Enel matchup indeed. So I personally think, I would probably put it. If the finger wants to work. I think, me personally, I would put it above Enel, and not because it loses to Enel or Enel keeps it on check, but it has a better spread when it comes to other matchups. It's one of those decks, and the reason this deck alone has been adapted so much, and it can always make an appearance. That's where I think, and right now I think it's not in a spot where people want to play it, but more of like it's gonna be there. It's gonna be in the meta. It's not gonna be doing its like the best because there's so many other decks people want to try it again, and it might stop blue purple Luffy for a bit, but this deck is the never dying deck.
Yeah,
it's gone through 2 bans. It's gotten a new style of ban. It's called paired ban, and it's still doing good. That's why I think it's gonna stay up, because I think it can easily beat other decks compared to Enel. It would struggle a little bit more, and I think that's why itself can be placed above Enel.
So my biggest question to you is, what do you replace Red Rock and Mihawk for?
Red Rock and Mihawk?
Red Rock and Mihawk. And Pudding.
And
You're
Pudding.
losing, I believe you run 3 Mihawks.
Yeah.
You run 2 Red Rocks, and then you run 2 Pudding. That's...
Obviously, I would. Okay, I would for sure put the Gravity Blades, because a lot of these newer decks run a lot of lower babies.
Yeah.
So an easy target is 7 drops. There's that.
But the thing is, do you lean on
the
removal build?
No, you don't lean too much. So I would still keep it at 2. It's one of those things. The way I see that removal is if your opponent is building up a wide board, and you can't survive the next like 2 turns. So that just helps like keep your opponent on check. That's it. Like that's the only, to the point where it can honestly just be placed at 1.
Yeah.
But I think just Gravity Blade alone will still at least keep this somewhat alive. Just again, because a lot of these bodies are lower bodies, and even like against Lucy, there's some 7 drops and under. Like there's Luffy as well.
Yeah, but my problem is Gravity Blade is getting worse. I think Gravity Blade this format is way worse just because there's so much protection this time.
Okay.
I think last format it made more sense just because not every deck was running protection, and it made sense. You didn't want to run protection over your utility.
Yeah.
But this format with so much removal in the game, removal protection has been like a staple. It's needed in your deck. Yeah. And again, there's so many decks that whether they need it or not, they've got it built in now. Yeah. Right? Like Enel, like I said earlier. Luffy already has it built in. You know, Calgara. You got so many like decks that don't mind getting Gravity Bladed just because they know it's not gonna do anything. True. I've even seen some lists like slowly start cutting Gravity Blade just because it's not doing enough. You're spending 7 Dawn to...
Yeah, because it does stop you one whole turn.
Yeah.
I could see it. I can understand that. So Gravity probably isn't the best card to consider it as like a main like Tekken.
I don't think it'll be a tech, but I do think it's not bad. Okay. It's not bad. It's not great. But
would people be putting this into? Would they put Secret Enel in there?
Secret Enel into Luffy? Well, Secret Enel needs the 6 Dawn or below.
Yeah, and so you ramp up. You can it could completely switch up the whole game where it doesn't prioritize ramp and it prioritizes early damage and late damage.
I think it's just.
I think I'm just far reaching a bit too much. So it's too difficult. let's put it on lower B right now. Yeah, at the smoke, I'll put it above Bonnie at least. Yeah, I'll say that.
I think the deck has to find a new identity. Mm-hmm. And again, the leader is always going to be good. It's a Straw Hat leader. Yeah, it's blue. It's
Gum Giant.
Yeah, it's got Gum Giant. As long as you can search Gum Giant, you'll probably be good. But it's just missing something. I'm not entirely sure what it is that's missing, if I'm being completely honest. I'm not going to tell you, I know I've solved it. I haven't solved it.
But you're not convinced that it can stand alone with the stuff that's being removed?
Yeah, at least right now, in its current identity, I think it's not great. It's not great. Mm-hmm. And in its future identity, maybe somebody figures out how to play the deck again.
Rosinante. I think it could stay... I think it's going to be about like, you know what? I took my thing back. I want to say it's right underneath Calgara.
Calgara? So you think Calgara's for sure going to be the gatekeeper of B?
Yeah. At the moment of yes, right now. Yeah. You might convince me wrong. Yeah. But I think Calgara is gatekeeping B just because, again, like I think the only withdrawal that you as a pilot, if you don't have your proper setup right, then you're screwing your own self. Right. And that's the only thing. Like, it's not one of those like, this is a heavy, like, if you didn't do it right, you're gonna be affected really strongly. All these other decks can do really strong, but I think Rosinante just is gonna be losing quite a few right now.
Yeah.
I personally wish it could stay up there, but I just don't think it's gonna be as competitive as it is right now.
Yeah, I also just think that it's it just falls off really hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's again Enel, and
Yeah.
a lot of these decks, the fact that they lose to Enel just bumps them down.
Yeah.
The fact that Enel exists is what.
And again, you see, like, it's
yeah,
just
it's the best deck.
It really is.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Whether it's topping the most or not.
It's doing so much damage to these leaders.
So just existing.
Hence why we both agree Enel is gonna be top. It's
Hey.
always gonna be the top S right now. I wouldn't say it's tier 0,
It's not tier 0.
but this Enel is completely making
Shutting
this
down.
meta.
Yeah.
It's completely making this meta. So these placements can easily be readjusted if Enel wasn't in the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you guys are gonna hear that throughout this whole podcast.
Yeah.
It's either Enel is here or Enel isn't here. Completely changes everything. But moving on, so that way we can keep a good pacing on this. Sanji, blue purple Sanji.
Blue purple Sanji.
I could say it's better than. I think it would stay underneath Enel.
Enel.
Just right a little bit underneath.
See, the thing is,
Do you want to see all bricks or not your removal?
well, see, I started recently looking into it
Yeah.
because I do play the deck,
Yeah.
and it's pivoting away from its removal style.
Okay, so it's being more what, aggro?
It's more aggro now. It's more turbo out everything, and just make your Sanji as big as possible.
Mhm.
Swing, and then just pray and hope that you have enough to survive the clap back, and then just go swing again.
Yeah.
And you
So were you saying this is almost a Bonnie type of meta, like type of deck?
It's almost
like-
my kind of deck.
Okay, so
It's
would you say the place I placed it right now? Do you think it's a good spot, or would you put it a bit lower?
I think it's fine where it's at.
Okay, yeah,
I don't-
it's one of those decks that's just gonna be there.
yeah, it's
And
gonna
right
be-
now, we can at least agree that the decks underneath it does better than those.
Yeah, it does suck that it loses Red Rock. It does suck that it loses Pudding, but
I'll put this just right above it. I'll put Brookies above Sanji just because.
Berkeley's.
Yeah, yeah, because there isn't memorable. What was it?
Memorable leaders.
Okay, Connor, don't worry, we put him on check just for you.
Oh my god.
Zoro,
Zoro.
mono green Zoro. Do you think it's staying consistent or it will die off? I will say it's at least high C.
I think it's high C.
Yeah, it's for sure doing better than these. Obviously, a Zoro deck can beat you if it plays 2 of those 3 drop events.
Yeah.
If this guy is swinging at your board and then your life, and then resends again, and then again, obviously who's not gonna lose to that?
It's too difficult.
I think just alone that the lead ability is keeping this deck strong. Obviously, it's not gonna always win you the game.
And it's getting a starter deck.
It is getting a starter deck, so this might just boost up.
So
It might boost up.
It might boost up, but yeah, it's just not doing enough.
Yeah.
Right now. It's just missing stuff.
It is, and I think that's what some of these like lower tier decks, they're just missing a couple more things just to push it up to at least either go 1 or 2 levels.
Yeah, it's good leaders,
Mhm.
bad cards.
Bad cards in their deck, like they want a little bit more support. So
Yeah.
bit by bit,
Ace.
Ace. I think he is.
I think
he's above at least Lucy.
Really? Because I thought Lucy was a better ace.
Really? I've heard mixed results or mixed opinions on this, but being the one deck that needed to be checked by Pudding,
Yeah.
I think a heavy hand ace is scarier than a Lucy.
I mean, yeah. I
Because
don't,
you're sitting and sorry I'm interrupting,
no,
but
you're good.
heavy hand with heavy blockers. Yeah, there is some decks that have unblockable now, way more. But heavy hands, bro.
And I
Heavy
mean,
hands.
And Roger.
Yeah.
Roger is a hell of a card.
And not gonna lie, bro. Zoro is gonna help this deck where it's
Oh, yeah.
needed.
Yeah,
There's that one turn where you're like, oh, I hate going first. No,
suddenly
you're
have a
gonna
turn-
love going
you
first.
suddenly
now.
have a turn 1 play.
Yeah.
Or not turn 1, but a turn 7 play.
Yeah,
It's
he
kinda
turned
nuts.
7 in instant play, and it's such a great one. Plus 2K. It, like, you can literally play if say if you're, because Newgate is out of the picture already. Like, you can literally be like, all right, 7 done. Play my Zoro, do the abilities. I get plus 2K, so and so. Right.
Yeah.
Next turn, I'm at 9. Play my 8 drop, take my life, because you just have a heavy hand and you're at least like 2 life.
Like, late
you're
game-
willing to take another one.
Late game, you might just be a perma 8 league.
Yeah, literally a permanent AK lead. So, and then this is why I personally think it's above Lucy.
Yeah, I can see it. Counterpoint,
Okay.
Fire Fist. It doesn't make sense in the moment, right? I want you to understand that when you think of Fire Fist, you're thinking, oh, but it can't KO Whitebeard. You don't need it to KO
No, you
Whitebeard.
need to kill the rest of the board.
No, but also, you gotta remember, Fire Fist is not there to remove board.
No,
Fire
it's
Fist
supposed to be reducing, and then you just swing so that way you can clear board by the
Yeah,
time,
so-
right?
Well, yes, but also basically make their Whitebeard unusable, suddenly you yourself have to decide, do I want to block? I'm a 3 life leader and he's gonna have a bunch of swings coming into me.
Yeah.
Do I want to block and let this thing die, or do I want to just take the hits head
Yeah.
on? Like, do I want to just take the hits head on and hope that I have enough counter?
Okay.
Like, and remember, Fire Fist doesn't apply until the end of your turn, and ends
Yeah.
until the end of their turn. So
That is true.
suddenly they also don't have an attack.
That is very true.
So
But sometimes not attacking with your blockers is a good play.
sometimes not attacking with your block-
Because you literally give me an opportunity just to like stay on that blocker, you
No.
know? Like,
I agree.
Yeah.
But it like I said, Fire Fist, just at least for me personally, the more Fire Fist you can play,
mhm.
the better chance you'll have against your opponent, because your opponent is never going to be able to swing with their big bodies, and if they do want to swing with those big bodies, they risk them getting removed. So I think we're also entering in a meta where removal isn't as good, but a card like Fire Fist will always be a pseudo removal card without actually being removal, you know.
Okay.
I think attack
So
reduction is important.
kind of like nulling out a whole card on the field.
Yeah, nulling out a
like-
whole card, basically making it unusable for a whole
Yeah.
turn is pretty
It's
good.
pretty, because that's one of those things where you just made your opponent lose a whole turn.
Yeah, and then your opponent has to be like, all right, it's fine. Next turn we do something. Next turn you can't do anything. Fire
Yeah.
Fist is still in play. Okay, fine. The turn after, I'll just Fire Fist you again.
Yeah.
And I'll
So what it sounds like, mainly with these two matchups, it's more of a 50-50.
it's more of a
Obviously, like, if you don't see your Fire Fist, you're kind of going to be bad on Sabo. If you're an ace that just has heavy hand and you're playing it out right, then perfect. You might deck out the Lucy.
yeah.
But one thing we're going to take a look at right now, just so we can like either decide Lucy is better or Ace is better. We're going to bring this up a bit later towards this thing. So we're going to look at the match percentages. What's the matchups
The
looking
matchup
like?
percentage right now at the moment, from what people were testing, surprisingly, or not surprisingly, Lucy is actually losing
So you
like roughly 70% of the time.
Oh my god, so you're over here
Look.
defending itself.
Look.
Okay.
All I'm saying is Ace is still good.
Yeah,
Lucy has better matchups.
fair.
Would you rather take Lucy into an L or Ace into
Well,
an L?
At the end of the day, I still think that you're still gonna move that lead at the very end with your golden ticket.
I'm moving that.
So I'm gonna leave it just like this how it is.
Lucy's going S. No
I
matter
think
what.
I think it's gonna be right here. So
Lucy's going
we're gonna
S for
leave
sure.
Ace at the moment with right here, moving into red green Luffy.
Red Green Luffy. It is an interesting leader.
I'm gonna put it about. I'm gonna put it right underneath an L. Reason why is I'm gonna tell you guys right now, this is another deck where you need to know how to properly swing. I'm gonna tell you right now. So at least with me, and you guys can correct me because this has at least worked for me. I don't know if it's worked for you, but when I'm playing against red green Luffy, just swing board. No, don't swing board, just swing face. You're gonna have to force them to use up their counter, and they're gonna have to use their blockers. And on top of that, they're gonna have like a low hand because they don't want to take a lot of life.
Yeah.
The way I would be swinging against it is 7-7
7/7, yes.
And then this is more leaning towards like a deck that has a heavier end of like a late game, a heavier late game. So 7/7, and then that's already using 2 of their Dawn and probably like 1 or 2 cards from their hand. So I'm already predicting that I used up 3 Dawn at least and 1 card from their hand. That leaves them with 2 Dawn and then with at least a couple cards in hand, right?
Yeah.
So this is where you pivot. And again, this is those magic numbers with like a lot of opponents. 7/7s, you're reducing that much. You're already doing that. You're making that opponent either use up their hand or use up their Dawn. Now that leaves them max with 9k defensive with Dawn. And then we can always, one great thing always to imagine, your opponent's hands are full of 2ks. So always go off of that, because that will help you step to probably the next level to already like finish your opponent, because they will use those 2ks when it's needed. They don't want to like die out. So just already imagine that they're 2ks. So if you're swinging 9s afterwards, or even 8s, you make them use 1 Dawn and a 2, then that's great. But this is the type of deck you want to be poking for like late game. They only rely on their Dawn.
Yeah.
And then that's a lot easier to resolve compared to, so you want to reduce their hand. Yeah, it's going to be scary because of like Electrical Luna and a couple other things that they have new support with. But it's one of those decks where I think the way you approach it on swings could easily be destroyed.
Yeah, and just to add on just a little bit, I think it's one of those decks that unfortunately just suffers to the new format where a bunch of leaders also gain boosting.
Oh yeah, a lot of these leaders are just like heavier swingers.
Yeah,
alone.
So it's like the deck was already very, very defensive, not very aggro. So now the fact that your leader also gets a boost, swing 7k, forces stuff out of your out of your Luffy, and then on top of that, they also get to be 7k on their turn.
Yeah,
it's too difficult for Luffy. I do believe that he's got some potential.
Yeah, because this is one of those decks that relies on blockers as well.
It does rely on blockers.
You can get around smaller blockers.
Yeah,
quite often.
He's just a bad format for
but
him.
A great card that can probably help him out, and I may be wrong that it might be going up.
I have no
Zoro.
idea. Zoro, yeah.
Zoro.
You're
already gonna be a 7k, and then your extra 2k. So you see, there's yin and yang to all these like conversations we're gonna have, but I still don't think it's gonna be that bad.
I don't think it's gonna be
because great. I think the Zoro alone is gonna replace the Trafalgar Law, the one where it's like balance, bring something out. Yeah. So I think that's gonna be replaced by the Zoro, because it's gonna be better than playing this card out and waiting for you to get to like 1 life, because that's one of those cards that just becomes like almost a dead card if you play it. At least with Zoro, you're gonna have a bit more advantage by gaining a rush if you depending on the play, like on the field.
Yeah.
But you're gonna gain the plus 2k, and that's gonna help you way better than a actual blocker.
Yeah, like I said, I do think it's got some legs. It's got some great cards still going for it. It's not bad at all. It's just the leader boosting right now, it's outrageous, and it's gonna be even harder to it's gonna be even harder for you to push through. So the fact that it already struggled to finish games, it's gonna struggle even more now.
Yeah.
So
Sabo, I'm gonna put it top 8.
I think it's 8.
Yeah. I honestly think it's honestly better than Blackbeard.
Yeah, I know, it's definitely better.
It's underneath Lucy, but I'm gonna tell you right now, another card that's just changing this whole is Zoro. Zoro's making red more viable now. Yeah. Zoro's gonna be bringing this up. Imagine Zoro, 10 drop, Goldie Roger, your leader being an 8k during your opponent's turn.
No, it's
all this stuff. I think Sabo is one of those decks. It's just gonna be a heavy blocker type of guy, hard to remove their board, and on top of that, they're just going to be heavy swingers overall. Yeah. So I think it's going to be really great. And especially with Roger just being there, as in like, oh, you haven't been able to swing, but I've been poking at you this whole time?
Yeah.
Roger. All right, let's see what those blockers are going to do now.
Or
easy there, Walrus.
Your opponent. Okay. Or you let yourself go down to 0, and your opponent's like, I got him next
Oh
turn. 10 drop. 10 drop. Oh, but you don't have any more Dawn. Secret Rare, give Dawn to my leader. Oh, suddenly I'm a 6k leader.
Yep.
Swing 7. Oh, what are you going to do? Block? Can't block. You can't block. And all these blockers suddenly become big attackers.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we both agree. Sabo is going to be one of these decks where it's just going to catch you off guard. You think you're preparing for it, but I still don't think it's going to always win.
Yeah, it's not going to always win. I do think it relies heavily into late game.
And it can be one of those hands where you just break. You literally just run into all the cards that you just don't need.
I think the meta's also just a little too quick for it.
Yeah, so that's why I think it's getting checked. Yeah. So I think Enel could go way too fast on it board. Kalgara can probably keep it on check.
Yeah.
Ace can probably keep it on check. So I think this placement is properly good. I mean, I think it's going to for sure not be above Ace or Luffy.
Yeah.
But where it's at right now, it's a good spot.
It's not a bad spot, yeah.
Roger, I think it's going to be...
I think it's low C.
Low C?
I think...
Do you think it's just because I mean, Zoro's a card.
Zoro is a card, but it already had cards that can boost its leader up.
That is true, and it still hasn't done big. Yeah. I will say it's above... I think it's just right behind Zoro.
Yeah, I think its biggest problem is it's never. I don't even think it'll ever get addressed, because if it did get addressed, I think it'd be too broken. Consistency. Consistency will always kill the deck. It can boost itself up to 9k as many times as you want, but if you don't see your pieces, you just don't win.
And then you can slowly become a very low hand leader, and sometimes you just need extra counter.
You run so many bricks, so many unsearchable targets that if you don't see your pieces, you just lose. And then if you can't see your big pieces late game,
This is probably why the leader's just laughing at us. Yeah. He left the one piece. He left what this deck needs somewhere, and he's just enjoying life.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, bro. You know what, y'all? You guys do whatever you want.
Y'all find out. I'm just here. I'm just here.
I'm just
and
chilling,
this
bro.
is why Mako loves this deck. It's big boy. It's big boy summer era, bro. Just douche. But coming into Emu, I think right here, just right above Blackbeard.
I actually think it's above Sabo too.
Why? I thought Sabo would check Emu a lot.
So Sabo checks Emu, but I think Emu has a better consistent, like it has a better consistent matchup spread, right? Like,
okay.
I do think Sabo's great. Don't get me wrong. Sabo's great into the top decks. It does have its bad matchups, obviously, but I think Emu has less bad matchups, and I also think 7-drop stage is always going to be good. 5 elders is always going to be good.
Yeah.
It's a consistent deck. It's
the rinse and repeat that can never fucking die sometimes.
Yeah, it can never die, and even when you think it's going to die, you're not going to.
Yeah, when you think you're leading pretty well, you're like, well, time to realize I was not actually doing anything to them.
You're like, oh, okay, good. Like, next turn I can kill them 5 elders. All right, cool. Whatever, next turn.
Okay.
5 elders.
5 elders.
Right.
And heavy hands?
Heavy hands.
Heavy hand meta.
Heavy hands that cannot be checked. It's going to be insane. Like I said, I don't think it justifies him being S tier.
Yeah.
But I do think he's still A tier. He's still solid deck. He still destroys all these lower tier decks. So I think for that reason he should still be an A tier deck.
Yeah.
Like, I think above most of these A tier decks.
And there must be a reason why the live action Zoro is playing it and blinged it out completely.
Oh yeah, that guy's so cool.
Yeah, so cool, man.
So cool.
If he thinks
I might move back to LA just
you might just move. I mean, congrats Taylor Green for meeting the mans, but gosh,
god damn it, bro, you couldn't like tell me.
Yeah, we couldn't.
Oh man, imagine
the aura.
Imagine McKenna with a Brolic,
bro. Oh, hey, we do have that picture. Let's pull it up. Brolic was with our live action Zora, so hey, at least we can brag about that. And thank you, Taylor Green, for being part of that.
Yeah.
But on top of that, I mean, he plays this deck like nonstop. So and it's one Worlds. I think Emu is going to even get stronger with OP16 LBAF.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that.
There's a lot of potential.
I'm excited.
I mean, it's already good as is. Imagine getting an extra card that's just decent.
Like if for those that are caught up on the anime, no, for those who aren't caught up, pause, skip like a minute, and then come back. But with being introduced, so Saturn gets removed from the anime. I'm probably ruining it for you.
Yeah.
But
I unfortunately can't pause the minute.
But Saturn being removed and a new Saint Garling being introduced as a new elder, that means a new character is going to be being introduced for Emu, and then all the extra support I could see getting in Elbaf is just going to be sounding so great.
And remember, the one important thing about the 5 elders card,
it says 5 elders, different names.
It just says different names. So if we get another elder that's decent, just imagine.
Yeah.
And it replaces Saturn too.
No, Saturn is too broken. I think the one that would get replaced first would be
Mars.
The Popper. I think the Popper.
Mars.
He helps with removal, but there is a lot. There could be something else.
Or maybe he doesn't even get removed. Maybe he just knocked. I don't know why we're talking about ratios of a non-existing card.
Yeah, but overall,
my point is,
I think the deck is gonna get new support coming out.
Either way, Emu's good, no matter what.
Mihawk, I would say, you know what? I'm gonna put him in B tier.
Yeah, I'm
gonna put him right above Rosie.
I think he's above Rosie. I think his biggest problem has always been he sucks into widespread metas. He was really successful last meta because of how not narrow, but I would say like how popular the best decks really were, right? He had a good matchup to all of them. Now we're entering into an even wider meta, and I think this wider meta,
early wide meta too.
Early wide meta, and I think it's just very difficult for Mihawk to keep up. I do feel like he can pop up here and there, and I do feel like there's arguments for him to be A tier. But at the moment, I'm not convinced that he could beat most of these top tier decks.
Yeah,
he still loses. He can still lose to Luffy. Luffy will outpace it. And now it's too aggro for it.
Nami does great.
It does great, yeah.
Ace does great against it. Emu is the one deck that is up there that gets checked by Mihawk, and the playstyle is going to stay consistent with them too.
Yeah.
So again, like you said, Emu just has the better spread compared to Mihawk coming up in this new meta. So I think it's a good spot right there.
It's not a bad spot.
Croc, I'm gonna tell you right now, I have, and again, if I am wrong, prove me wrong. But I think there's just a hype behind Croc right now that is easily going to be dropped. And I think this is going to be, I think just about right here.
Below Vegapunk.
Yeah.
I would put it above Vegapunk.
No.
There's no way to believe it's better than
Vegapunk goes wide, bro.
It does go
and
wide.
It has cards that, you can stun me, but can be easily replaced.
That is true, but I think, not even just Vegapunk.
Yeah.
I think it has a good matchup into these yellow decks, and I think we're in a yellow format right now. Where yes, not every yellow deck is the best, but I think yellow will be the most represented color.
Yeah.
And Croc naturally has good spreads into those kind of decks. It's kind of like Enel. Like Enel is good into yellow. Maybe it's not great into other colors, and maybe it'll struggle against other colors. But as long as there's yellow, Croc will stay consistent.
All right, so I'm gonna put it. Nope, I am not gonna put it in front of Rosie at least.
But
because I have like multiple matches, and other people can agree.
Yeah,
Rosie keeps this deck on check.
Yeah, but like
so I'll just say this, at least there.
Yeah.
Okay, I can agree, but I personally just don't think it's gonna be as hype as people think. Yeah. I think it will make an appearance. It will make an appearance, but because of overwhelming numbers.
Yeah,
and that's where it's just gonna be.
Like I said, it all depends very heavily on what kind of meta we're gonna end up seeing here in the West. Obviously, in Japan, they're still going. I believe they started reverting back to the Nami meta.
Yeah. Because this last tier list that popped up, Croc made it to the A tier section, but I think it's just gonna go back down.
Yeah, like I said, it's just good into yellow.
Yeah.
So no matter what, if yellow exists, so will Croc.
You said Jinbei.
Jinbei, I think it's Ace. I
think it's the stronger mono blue.
I think it's the strongest mono blue.
Yeah. So I will say it's at least above. I'll say it's just right underneath Zoro.
Yeah.
It's just redirecting your Dawn. Well, like ditching a card as many times as you want, and that means you can put it into your Fishman.
Yeah.
And you're going to go even wider.
Well, not only that, but you can also use the new unbanned Jinbei.
Yeah, exactly. You're going wider, bro. Yeah. You already going pretty early wide. Now Jinbei comes back into the format. Like this man alone himself, he's keeping himself alive with another Jinbei.
Yeah, it's great. It's I just like the fact that finally the deck has like a mid game, because it did feel like it.
Yeah, it just game. Like there's moments where it's just like you get your early spam. Now you need to set up for your late game.
Yeah.
But now you have early spam swinging at you, mid spam swinging at you,
Yeah.
and then late game spam swinging on you. So I think out of all decks, I think this is going to be one of those decks. It's almost compared to an L where it's going to have a lot of things coming at you real quick.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really aggro, but again,
It's just going to be checked.
It's just gonna be checked. Unfortunately, but it's good. It's good. It's not bad.
I will say Moria will be, from what I'm hearing, and how broken the rotation's going to be. I think it's actually going to be Kalgara.
It's gonna be.
I thought Kalgara was going to keep this whole B tier on check, but I think because of the hype right now and then what I've been hearing, I think Moria is going to keep this on check.
Moria is going to deal a lot of damage.
Yeah, it really is. People don't realize how much the Thriller Bark package is going to be doing damage with.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, with that new the low deck count and then constantly cycling all this stuff, yeah, it's going to be broken. Bro.
It's gonna be good, and on top of all of that, it's yellow.
It's yellow.
So you get Borsa, you heal. Okay, fine. You can spend another turn healing. I'll deal damage. Okay, cool. I have 9-drop Boa if I want to play it. I have 8-drop Gecko.
9-drop Boa, that's another great thing.
So it's like all these cards that you would think don't do damage can come back into this format just off of.
Oh, I don't have my resources in my trash. Okay, let me gain life. Let me trash cards from my hand and then gain life.
Gain life. So it's a very sticky deck.
Yeah.
But again, it doesn't do great in the other decks. So.
I want to see why this, in every tier list I've seen from Japan, why this deck is still up there. I personally don't know. I know Nami keeps this deck on check. I personally think if Nami wasn't around, Boa would have way more wins and way more tops. But every tier list I see, I have not seen videos. I've not seen the matchups against certain things.
Right.
But I don't understand why. And I'm gonna literally just put this above A, like top A, just because I hear and I see like final results. Don't see gameplays. I just see it topped.
Yeah.
I see it did this. I see it's always on the top S tiers. But I just don't understand. How is it staying up? How is it being consistently up there?
Well, you gotta remember the biggest thing that it's got going for it. It's
9-drop.
good 9-drop, but also it's good into the jungle.
It really is.
It's good into the jungle.
Amazon lilies.
Yeah, they're
The Amazonians, bro. They live and conquer that jungle, bro.
So it's good into a jungle. So it'll always be better than anything below it, right?
And I'm pausing on this. The new name for this leader is BBB. Big, what is it? Billboard Boa. That forehead is huge.
Yeah.
Triple B, Billboard Boa. All right, you guys. Now that's a name that he will agree that wants to get stuck.
I didn't.
Or do you want Scraps? It's Scraps or Billboard Boa.
We can do with Billboard Boa. I'm okay with that.
And that's how I would.
But it's getting to every deck. It's obviously not every deck.
Yeah.
But, every, I guess, irrelevant deck, right?
Yeah.
It's above that, and you also go wide. You heal a lot. You deal damage. Your opponent gets punished for hurting you.
Yeah.
And then even if you how would I put it, like, even if you decide, okay, you know what, I'm gonna clear the board. Okay, fine, clear my board. Next turn I'm gonna Borsalino, or I'll Boa, or I have so many options that I can do, right? So you clear my board, fine, whatever. Clear my board. I'll take damage again, and then I'll replenish my board from my triggers all over again.
Yeah.
So it still runs a lot of good cards. It's never been bad. It just was being checked by Nami.
Okay.
I don't agree that it's S tier, but
It's just like I'm like wondering like what's going on.
Yeah, but I can see why it would be the top of A tier.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's just gonna be consistent. Yellow.
It's a consistent yellow blue deck. What more can you ask for?
I personally think this next deck loses a tier from where it's currently at, from like the previous tier list, and I think it's gonna be it wasn't S tier, but I think it was.
It felt like it.
It felt like it because playing against it was just very one-sided. But I think it's gonna be bottom A tier. I think this is gonna be lower than Blackbeard for sure. And I think just because this deck can still pop off, but once again, if you might just be outpaced. I think that's the only thing that's keeping this deck on check.
Yeah.
And can be outpaced.
I think it can be outpaced. It's super tanky,
Mm-hmm.
and it stops a lot of that early aggression.
Provic. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. You last episode you said Joga Boga, how irritating it irritating. What were the exact words?
It's so irritating that
not irritating. You said how annoying.
He's annoyingly good.
Annoyingly good.
He's annoyingly
My annoyingly good match. Well, like I keep losing, and it's always been like it's Provic, and he even when I messaged him about a card. You know what he said? It's the Dofi guy. So this guy knows deep down inside that he's been keeping me on check against these matchups.
He's
in my head. He's living rent free right now. So Provic, I swear, I'm not gonna lose another match. I've lost. I think I've played against him like 3 times. All 3 times I've lost to him.
Oh, well, at least I beat Jogabula.
Fair, yeah. So, and I'm waiting for my day to be Provic. So Provic, watch your days. The way he called out Dafoon early on, I'm calling you out.
$50 wager match.
All right, bet. All right, the next match that we play against them, we better win. So,
okay.
If you play against Dafoon, your next match against Dafoon, if you lose, I get $50 from you.
Okay.
All right. If you win, you just don't.
Yeah, but if I win.
Yeah. But you have the confidence that you're gonna beat him.
I have the confidence as Krieg.
As Krieg, it has to be a mirror match, Krieg.
It has to be a mirror match.
Yeah. For me, this guy's played different decks against me, and he's won against me all this time. So, if next time I play Provic, if I lose, I'm giving you $50. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's how it is. So if we lose to these matchups, we give the other person $50.
Okay, sure.
So if any, this is how it's gonna work. Okay. So, yeah, that's my call out. Provic, you're on my list right now. But one deck that you said yourself, this new 5-drop Luffy.
5-drop Luffy
is Bell Luffy.
Bell Luffy
is gonna bring this deck back. You know what? I'm gonna place it back here, and I'm gonna let you choose where this belongs.
Choosing where Bell Luffy belongs, or not Bell Luffy.
You're already calling it. You're just saying you're excited for that card.
It might as well be Bell Luffy.
Yeah.
It is.
Everyone knows this deck
as the helmet.
Not just the helmet, but this was one of those decks.
It tormented the format.
It really did.
I'm
gonna tell you right now, Andy. Stay away from this deck. You would put. People would see you with that deck, or Andy wins.
Yeah.
But you know what deck kept him on check? Well, what card kept him on check?
Which one?
Usopp.
Usopp.
For those who know, Usopp is Andy's biggest fear as that deck.
There's no way.
It was a store treasure cup or store regional. And we were streaming this as Brawlic, and this guy came out of state to play in this tournament.
Oh my god.
He came out of the state, and it was him and Andy last game. This guy's playing blue Nami. He's trying to deck out. No one all this stuff is going down. It looks like decent, at least for Andy. I mean, it's slowly turning against him.
Yeah.
This guy drops Usopp. Gets him his game, bro. It was the one game-changing card, and for a while, almost a whole month, we were just like, oh, where's Usopp, bro? we would tease him with this stuff, but just coming back to the whole thing, I tried this deck. This is one of those decks. If you know Black, the thing with Black, you need to know how to play the deck. Like, you need to know the ins and outs. You need to know if you mess up here, it's going to cost you later game. This is one of those decks that, yes, you can play it. Yes, you can play it like at a good, decent rate, but you will easily know who's a good and bad Black Yellow Luffy player. And with this new support coming out, I'll let you take the lead on that.
I think it's gonna be C tier.
C? Oh my gosh, I'm over here hyping it up, look. And you're over here telling me that's it, a C tier. You're the one that.
Never mind.
No.
I was looking at the wrong list. Admittedly, I was looking at the wrong tier. I think it's B. It's B.
Tell me right now.
It's B.
Where?
Where specifically?
Come on. I need you to speak out because I'm over here thinking it's gonna bring more PTSD into my life.
I'm gonna put it between Vega Funk and NL. I think it has a lot of legs. I think it has a lot of potential.
Okay.
It's still tanky as ever. It never stopped being tanky, but
Moria might come back and make that deck S tier.
Moria's never coming back. But if you'd like to buy your Moria alts, by all means.
Yeah, create your Don. I've heard a lot of people love collecting 10 just to make fun of it.
I might collect Moria.
Alt Morias?
Alt Morias.
And then watch it just go dunk,
and
just like Raigo?
Yeah. And then you're like, oh, cool.
Cool. Well, thanks.
But yeah, I do think it has some stuff going for it. Secret Luffy, you know, it's amazing, and with the amount of blockers that we've got in the game right now, Secret Luffy is going to be one of the best secrets in the game.
Yeah,
I don't think many people are keeping an eye on it, but I've seen some games where that Luffy will hit an N.L. and suddenly it's a 17k swing.
Okay,
so
fair.
It's got some legs.
Yeah,
I don't think it'll be above that, but it does have something. So
yeah, and then again, like I said, this is one of those decks that you'll easily be able to tell who's a good player and who's a bad player with this deck.
Yeah,
it just all depends on the pilot. This is our last card that we're adding onto this tier list. Sorry if you're over here raging behind the screen at this moment, or just hearing us through the podcast.
Where's my favorite deck?
What about this deck, man? What about Chopper? What about Yamato?
What about Kiri? It's like,
what about Shirahoshi? Well, make your own tier list. This is our current tier list of what we think could be brought up, you know? And there are some cards that you don't agree that where the placements are, but this is what we have.
Right.
And the final one, and this, I'm gonna let you go. I don't see it, but this guy brought it up. Blue yellow ace. Where I'm gonna let you choose where this is gonna be placed. I don't care where this belongs.
You don't.
I just want to hear the reasoning because why you brought this up.
It's blue. It's yellow. It's good. It's good colors.
Because two other leaders have the same coloring doesn't mean it's gonna be good.
Have you ever thought for a second that Nami is not good because of its leader, but because of the cards that it has in its deck?
No, the leader is good, bro.
The leader's great. The leader's great. But just imagine the same color wave on a vanilla leader. Would it still be good?
No.
You're telling me you don't think blue and yellow are the best color combination in the game right now?
No.
What color combination would you put above?
Red blue.
Red blue's crazy.
Red blue. Slowly creeping up here soon. Yellow black.
Jesus Christ, no.
Purple combos right now are pretty good.
All I'm saying is Ace is still a leader with a lot of cards that.
This is his cope, you guys. This is his copium. Just tell me where it's going.
It's
and
going
then
to C. It's B.
This guy.
B right below an L. Look, I'm gonna tell you this right now, right? Secret Luffy. Borsalino. You have so much blue tools. You have a lot of tools.
You know what? Someone challenge this guy. Show him why this deck is not gonna be good.
I'm not saying it's gonna be good. I'm just letting you know. Hey, you might be seeing.
Sorry, you guys. You know what? I will take in considerations the decks that you're saying that should be on this tier list and everything, because this man just brought me a big. You know what? Scraps brought scraps.
Okay, bro.
And I don't like this.
Look,
I thought you were gonna come back. Both of these black yellow and then blue yellow.
Yeah.
I'm over here like, bro, black yellow. Yeah, I've had PTSD with it.
Okay.
It's actually coming back. I'm gonna let you take charge of that.
If I try to convince you for an A, it wouldn't go on A.
No.
Exactly. So I think B is a solid 2 for it, right?
No, you keep saying C. It's on B right now.
Sorry. I kept saying C, but I meant B.
So you deep down know it's gonna be.
No.
Oh, you know what? I'm using my No, I'm not gonna use my gold take. No, because this is the last one. But I will agree. I'm gonna put it at the very bottom of B tier, because I don't think it's gonna be B tier. But I'm gonna let you believe it's a B tier.
I think it's a B tier deck with solid color wave, solid color combination, and it's got a lot of good cards in it. It could be a mediocre leader and it'll still be good. It's like Hannibal.
Okay, I guess.
Blue purple Hannibal.
Oh, our fun deck? No, our competitive deck. Fun deck is Mihawk. Remember, guys, if you go to your locals, bring your competitive Hannibal deck. And then ask, do you want to play for funds? Sure. Pull out Mihawk instantly.
that still caught me off guard. I mean, like, shout out to the guy for playing Hannibal at the Treasure Cup, but you should have been on Mihawk. I would have got whooped. I would have got whooped for sure.
You would have done better in that placement. And don't get me wrong,
You know what?
Have fun with this. It's a card game.
Yeah, some people just show up just to have fun. So I can't even blame the guy.
Says the guy.
Oh, I took Nami.
Fair, but you know what? I'm gonna let you choose your golden ticket, and it
golden-
better not be Lucy. I'm
I
joking.
know what it is.
He's
You
already
know what
looking at it.
Lucy 2S. I think it's the best blue-red leader. I get it. It loses to Ace, but you know what? It doesn't matter if Ace can't top.
70%.
It doesn't matter because
70%.
if you don't see the Ace, guess what? You're destroying every other deck anyways.
This is my copium, my golden thing. I'm gonna say
Of course you are.
A. It's gonna be just right above Emu.
I don't even disagree with it.
I think Rosie has potential, but I think it's just gonna be easily checked by all this new power, like all these new cards.
Look, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I'll give you a second golden ticket because I think Rosie does belong in A. I think we gave it too much crap, but I do believe that it is an A tier deck. I don't, like I said, it's not gonna be the best deck like it was in this previous format because I do believe it was the best deck, but I'm
gonna tell you right now, I don't want that second golden ticket. I'm looking the rest of the thing. I'm happy with where everything's at.
You don't even want to put it now A tier for
nope.
Fat.
No.
Fat, you hear this?
Again, PTSD.
Even he doesn't believe in it.
Yeah, Fat, I'm sorry.
You don't even want to put your Gecko Cope on A.
No.
Gecko Cope.
Right now it's like my reasoning why Gecko's there is
it's gatekeeping.
It's a better version of Boa where everyone's testing right now, but this one at least has better potential of actually being a tier deck.
By all means. That's what you want, man.
I'm okay where everything's at.
I'm okay with
Okay, you guys. We're gonna come back to this. What? How long do you think this tier list could adapt to?
I'm willing to give it a month.
A month? Okay.
I think a month is a solid amount of time where we can come back. We can screenshot this tier list right now.
Okay.
And I'll tell you right now, a lot of it will change. A lot of these decks will drop. Blackbeard will be in D tier. Boa will be in S somehow. Rosie will somehow be S again. Enel will be A tier.
Yeah.
I don't know how. But
Krieg for some reason just jumped up to top 8.
Yeah, like
Dafoon cracked the deck list.
Yeah, so a lot of these leaders are gonna move around.
Yeah,
there might even be new leaders that we didn't even consider.
Yeah, like the people that are just yelling at us right now. Why isn't my leader there? Yeah. Why isn't this there?
Like
why isn't Hannibal on top S tier, bro? Why isn't Foxy? Actually,
why no Vivi?
Why no Vivi?
I agree. Why you forgot about Vivi? I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, we can come back to it later.
On me.
But okay, so we're gonna have this saved. We're gonna be checking up this like at least once a month.
Yeah,
switching it up. Obviously, if there's a new if there's something coming up or like there's a big event, new deck lists come up, we will bring this up. But overall, when we will fully focus on a tier list type of episode, will be at least once a month. Yeah. We might do little switch ups here and there just to bring you guys earlier news or try to keep up to all these new tier list adjustments and everything. Yeah. So that way you guys can be constantly playing or see the support that you think that your leader deserves, and it might be switching up. So I think we're happy with this. Lucy shouldn't be that high, but it's your golden ticket.
My golden ticket.
But we're here. We're happy with this. And again, I'm happy. Those who aren't happy, comment down below. Let us know what we should add, what you think deserves more love, what deserves less love.
Why Lucy should be Z tier. Whichever you want. It's fine.
This man literally lives for Dofi and Sabo.
And Sabo. Oh my god, I glazed him so hard. I'm cheesing so hard.
Top hat? For a straw hat?
Both of my leaders are up there.
Where's Dofi?
All three. Dofi's right in A. Oh my god. I'm so
and what's crazy, we'll leave it for another tier list build up. But again, now that we got this tier list we're looking at actual decks that we think we want to target, at least for these newer people that are watching. Mm-hmm. I have a certain deck list built up. List right here. Boom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be testing it out. I've been seeing mixed reviews. A lot of people are running the Porsche with Foxy character inside.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I want to run that.
Really?
I think I want to run that.
It's what I have built. I have it all with me, not sleeved up. But we're gonna test. Me and you are literally gonna run probably the next 3-4 hours.
3-4 hours
of just testing. If you get there was one person that recommended you guys should go. You should live stream your guys' testing.
Playtesting,
Yeah, or play testing. And I'm like, I don't know. Do people want to see like? Because not gonna lie, when we're testing, we're pretty quiet. When there's certain areas, because
we're focused,
and then not just one of us wants to like beat each other. But the thing is, if I see him do something wrong, or he sees something I'm doing wrong, we're gonna check each other at that moment.
Yeah.
And even if we lost, it's okay, because now you're the way we see it is we're building each other up to not make these mistakes and automatically be thinking that we're already doing the best that we can do.
Yeah.
So if we're already both on that same level, that's going to help us out. So I think that's where we've been able to upgrade and level up our actual gameplay. And yeah, we will be, if you guys want to see some of that action, some of the test playing, just comment down below. Let us join the what should we call it?
The testing stream.
Yeah,
a testing stream. You just let us know if you guys just want to see us play the game.
Just play the game, because we can be, if you guys want. I know we're very quiet, but if you notice, like a lot of players that love this game and like are always on the top tables, they're pretty quiet when they're playing.
Yeah.
Because right off the bat, like I said, me and him are already predicting that we're going to be doing this. So we're trying to adapt to that. So we're like constantly just like staying quiet. That's why chess matches are so quiet. And they're just straightforward like movement. They already predicting what they're going to be doing. So we'll stay quiet. But if you guys want us to be verbal, make not just us understand what's going on, but let you guys understand why we're doing these decisions, we can do those. So if that's something you guys want to watch, we can. But this is the deck list I'm running. I'm looking at the Porsche, being able to go wide, obviously. You get an extra 2K.
You get an extra 2K.
All this other stuff. But I think that's my list. I've seen some current lists that are running like Purple Sanji, the 6 drop. I've seen a couple other stuff. Some like couple little things here and there. Like everyone's going to find their deck that they feel comfortable with. But this is what I'm going to be running. I'm going to give you guys another report with next week's episode on how I think it's been going for me and what I think could be changed. So that's that for me. Another deck I'm going to be trying to test out is honestly potentially Ace. I'm gonna pull this one up right here, and I'm gonna show this one because I'm being motivated to play Ace by Chitty. Those that know that he helps out with demo, he has convinced me that Lucy is a bad deck.
Yes, it's overrated.
But
it's bad.
We don't have to go into much details, but this is the list I'm going to be going in. You guys are actually seeing it before I am right now, because at this moment, as of we're recording, I don't know what the list looks like.
You have to steal the list from him.
Yeah, I have to steal the list, but he's had really high win rate and all this other stuff with this deck. He thinks Enel's the only thing that keeps him on check. But being able to beat all these other decks is something I'm like wanting to take in consideration. So these two, I'm going to pop it like right above me and right above BG. Scraps, I mean.
I'm letting you know right now. We whip out that Ace deck. He whips out that Ace deck. I'm whipping out the Gecko Moria deck, and I'm doing the same thing I did to him that day.
Oh, you hear that, Chitty?
Chitty, I'm calling you out right now. Soon all of Utah is just going to be...
being called out. We're you know what? I think that'll be somewhat fun.
No,
let's put up wanted wanted posters.
A
little bounty. No, not just bounty on you.
Yeah.
But we'll put bounty like posters right behind us, and we'll be like, "This is the person we're calling out this week.
Yeah.
We're running the gauntlet on
Chitty,
you.
I'm calling you out right now."
So far he got Chitty and Dafoon. I right now have Provic, bro.
No, you know, I'm adding Jogabooga to that list. I'm adding Jogabooga.
Scraps wants everyone.
It'll be like I'll be like a Zoro at the start, where he just wants to smoke with every single person, and when he just throws
running the gauntlet on all those people right there.
And then he tries to jump in and tries to fight Mihawk to the death, and he gets his ass beat. That'll be me with Jogabooga, bro. Oh my god. It won't even be close.
He's gonna be like, "Oh, let me just use this
little baby ass sword."
You're gonna bring your top tier deck. He's gonna pull out Krieg and just destroy you. But okay, I think that's something that we're gonna have fun with. I think that's something we can do just to keep this environment fun and healthy.
Yeah,
we're gonna put up some posters in the near future. We're just gonna get you guys to print out. of who our call out of the week is.
Call out of the week.
So hopefully we run into you guys. If not, it's gonna stay up there, and then you guys will see it's been claimed by it being crossed out.
And I'm letting you know those
posters are staying up intact and everything.
That bounty's gonna go up. But yeah, no. Ace does have some legs. Ace has some legs. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll.
Wait, so are we gonna be called bounty hunters?
Bounty hunters?
Yeah, bounty hunters.
The bounty hunters?
Yeah, the bounty hunters.
Oh my god.
We're gonna be the duo bounty hunters, Zoro's apprentices.
But yeah, I do think. Look, Ace is a good deck.
Yeah.
Lucy Glaze. So I'm sorry, but you can't be better than Lucy.
Okay, you guys. I'm also give you guys a report on our win rate. Next episode on how many times, and I'm gonna take track, and every time I'm gonna take a picture of that final board of him losing. Okay, and if he's been beating me, I'm just a bad pilot with Ace. I'll admit that.
What if I'm just kind of nasty?
Stop. You're not him, bro. You're not him.
Well, we're in the Brolic domicile. It's like my domain. It's like my domain
Your domain expansion.
Domain expansion. Brolic games.
Brolic games. And then, all right, we pull up a whole like detailed thing about how your domain works and everything, and just for some reason you just win in Brolic no matter what.
The user draws every card he needs.
Even if
at a moment's notice, he'll notice if your opponent has 2k or less counter.
and at any given moment, his heavy top end hand opening,
and I'll like start floating in the air, and I'll be like, I alone, the honorable.
But coming back straight to the actual topic, what are your two? Give me two deck lists that you're going to be testing out, and what you want to show people, so that way they can try to copy it.
Yeah, right. I look for starters, Lucy, right? Lucy, I think is
Glaze.
Look, you can call it Glaze, but the truth is, Lucy's topping. Lucy's doing good. I think Lucy is the most common deck that Japan is looking at right now, and Fire Fist. Look, it's a good deck. It's really consistent. There's no putting to check it. It's a deck that has a lot of events.
Wait, Fire Fist what? Oh, you're talking about Lucy.
Yeah, Lucy.
Okay, I was like, Fire Fist, what do you mean? Like, you're over here getting checked and everything. I'm like, wait, what? Hold up, dude. I skipped something.
Look, it has Fire Fist.
Yeah.
No puttings checking it anymore. You can't red rock the Sabos. It has, admittedly, the leader effect is a bit mediocre compared to some of these top tier leaders. But the stage does everything for you. Cav draws you a lot of cards. And it's a deck that has blockers while having 4 life, and those blockers are 9k swings.
Yeah.
Look, it's not a bad deck, and honestly,
it's not a bad deck, just not a winning deck.
All I'm gonna tell you right now,
I'm joking.
All I'm gonna say right now is,
calm down. Number 3.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Number 4. Sorry, number 4.
Yeah, don't never pick me 4 again, bro.
Damn, you're Mr. 4.
No, I'm not Mr. 4, bro. I should have been your Mr. 1, bro. But my point is,
my one and only.
Okay.
I had Chitty. Could you at least admit that you're okay with being underneath Chitty and Myron?
Well,
on the choice, if you had to choose.
Look, if I had to choose,
you would still be number 1. Okay, yeah.
I would still be number 1.
Oh my gosh!
I'm telling you, Brolic domain expansion is just like the most broken expansion.
You guys, please, I will literally give whoever. I'll put a little bounty on this guy, so you guys can help me keep this guy on check. He thinks he's him.
I'm telling you,
the bounty is I'm down to give whoever shows up at one of our Brolic tournaments and make sure he doesn't win. You know, just to start it off, $20.
$20 store credit. $20.
No, $20, man. I'll let them go enjoy a meal.
Yeah, sure.
On me, wherever they go.
Whatever, that's fine.
Yeah.
I want you to know. Remember, I brought Blackbeard in your locals. I beat both of you guys. So look, I'm not saying
I'm playing over here a blue-purple Luffy that gets checked by Blackbeard. Oh my gosh.
It's like we're forgetting it was my first day. I was reading the Blackbeard cards.
It's very hard to play Blackbeard. I get it, you guys. And for those who are watching, you guys understand how hard Blackbeard is to play. I get it.
Anyways.
But continue. The next
list, right? The next list is probably going to be this deck right here. And I believe that deck should be Sabo.
Oh my gosh, this guy literally stop glazing this man. Stop glazing top hat.
Look, top hat.
Bro, is that why you enjoy being around me? The name Abraham. I wear a top hat, my old Abe Lincoln top hat.
Like, admittedly, there are 3 decks that I would include in this list, but I think 2 of them deserve to be like Sabo. It's a good leader. It's a really good leader, and if you can survive that,
Because Daddy Rio's playing it, huh?
Whoa! Hey, wait. I was on it before he was. All right.
I don't know.
Look at the Discord logs. Look at the Discord logs. Who's been asking for Sabo cards recently? Not me. You know what?
A lot of people. They've been switching up to Sabo. I will admit, you are not the trendsetter, but I will admit,
I was
out of some of these Sabo players, you're still not the best. But I will say that you're one of the top ones that play this deck. Yeah. I'll say that.
Yeah.
At least I'm not fully glazing you, but I will agree on piloting this deck. I can fully trust that you will do your best to not lose.
Look, my point is, like, I think Sabo's a great deck, and if you want to actually do good at your events, Nami is going to be one of the most popular decks.
Yeah.
Sabo keeps that in check.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have a bit of a hard time into, but if you can survive that first wave and then force them into that late game, you honestly do so much more damage against them. Boa, you absolutely destroy.
Mm-hmm.
You run into Ace, and yes, Ace has these big hands, but they don't have any form of keeping their board alive.
Yeah.
So you stussy, and yeah, it's not searchable removal, but it is removal.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel like it checks everything that you need.
Mm-hmm.
It has removal. It's defensive. It it has big bodies. It's not a bad deck.
Yeah. Okay. I can agree. Like, don't get me wrong. It has all this stuff coming up, and it's gonna be doing great.
It also beats Emo and Rosie.
It is Emo.
It's Emu.
It is Emo?
It beats Emu.
It is Emo?
And their non-existent 6th Elder.
Oh my gosh. All I know is this guy was bragging last episode, but I beat you when it mattered.
And I did.
I did. On demo. We were both X1. I was playing Rosie. Started playing.
Straight.
Yeah, bro. You know what? You got it.
Straight bricks. Straight bricks.
Bro, build your house.
Build
your house.
I probably could.
Yeah, you know what? You could probably build a house with how many bricks that goes. You got it.
Yeah.
And the whole ride. You know what? I can at least say this. I only lost when I drew into bricks.
Yeah, and
it was out of my control.
It was out of my control.
It was out of my control. Bricks on bricks on bricks. So build up that house, bro.
I will. And you'll see it's a very nice house because there's a lot of bricks to build with, bro. That was a lot of bricks to build with. It'll be a mansion. That's a lot of bricks.
2 stories and everything?
It might be 2 stories, bro. There were a lot of bricks. But yeah, it's like I said, it's a good deck.
Yeah.
2 good decks, 2 Sabo decks. It's in theme for me.
Okay, fair. So we've talked about this deck. We've talked about the tier list. We've talked about deck lists. Now, another thing that people don't realize that could also help out in future matchups. At least study this. Understand why these are results and what you could switch up if you're not seeing the same results. If you need to test around simple things, or if you want to ask questions what I'm doing wrong, you guys are more than welcome to approach us before ever at a local. Ask us what you can pivot and do something differently. If we personally don't know that answer, I'll send
you to Kenta.
Send you to Kenta? Kentarita?
Kenta. Hey, Kenta.
Hey, Kenta.
Do you know?
It's like our call-in.
My hotline.
Yeah, we will call in our hotline and get in contact to the right person that can get you that answer. But I feel like we're pretty confident on what can be pivoted incorrectly and correctly. So, one thing, the man, the myth, the legend, the man that's scared in front of a camera, I will say that, Mako. Mako lives on this. He doesn't care if it was like, okay, I had a chance to win. Instantly goes to this. My matchups are wrong.
Matchups.
Sorry.
And to be fair, sometimes he's right about it.
Sometimes he's right, but you can't give him that confidence boost.
I can't give him that confidence boost, but sometimes an unwinnable matchup is just an unwinnable matchup.
True.
And you can't take that away.
What we're talking about is matchup percentages. Let's pull up this one right here.
Yeah.
The one that we have on our phones hasn't been fully updated, and we'll show you. Okay, so we'll show you the one that you guys should at least take a better look at right here. Now, this is the one that we're looking at.
Right.
They might be the same. They might not. We're of recording, we're only seeing one.
Yeah.
But this is something you guys want to take in consideration when it comes to like learning and seeing what type of deck you want to land with on your consistent deck that you want to take. If you're trying to take this game a bit more serious, as in on the competitive side, this is something you want to learn. This is something you want to switch up. But last meta, it was if you go first, you pretty much lose.
Yeah.
That was the type of deck. Other than Rosie, that's why I was doing so good. But going first cost you the game. This is the type of meta right now that going first doesn't consider you losing anymore.
It doesn't.
But you want to know when you should be going first and when you should going second, because you would have advantages, because there are certain decks that love going on a certain curve, and you can take that away from them. So you being able to adapt to that thing is great. And again, this is where we come back to that conversation from last episode. You want to adapt. You want to play your deck, but you want to adapt to what you're playing against. You can't always be playing what your deck is doing, because sometimes switching just one little thing or willing to wait an extra turn to do something is better than doing what you normally do every day. So these are the matchups right here. One thing that this man glazed that, oh, this deck is so good. We pull up these results. We're zooming in right here. 70% loss against it.
Against Ace. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know why?
Because the golden ticket. I'm checking.
The golden ticket, and also.
But like coming back to this like answer, like look at the spread compared to it.
Yeah, no.
The spread for Sabo, what is it? Like what's?
It's losing to Ace, right? Okay. It's losing to Ace. It has a nearly 50-50 matchup with Boa. We also have a 40% matchup into the new Bell Luffy.
Okay.
And a 40% matchup into Teach. Now, if you think about the matches that it's losing, yeah, it sounds bad, but how many
are we actually going to see at our locals?
How many of those are you going to see? You're not going to see Teach. That already knocks it down to 3 bad matchups. Boa is being checked by Nami.
Okay.
So, yes.
You have to take in consideration like this, because you can start off the tournament. You may see your worst matchup right off the bat, or one of your best matchups. That means your opponent or this deck that is supposed to keep you on check is also being checked. Yeah. So don't feel like you can't play these decks just because of a certain matchup.
And again, look. My thing with it is, yes, it loses to Boa, but it's losing 48.5% to Boa.
Yeah, you can't, like, just because the number, like, the square right here shows red.
Yeah, if it's red, it
doesn't mean it's instant red.
Yeah, it's not instant red. There's still a chance.
Yeah.
And there's a really good chance into this one.
Oh, yeah.
So, yes, it's losing to Boa a majority of the time if you want to get technical with it. Yeah. But realistically, it's a 50-50 matchup, right? Then you're losing to Bell Luffy 41% of the time. Yeah. You just got to take your L's where you hit them, you know? And then it loses to Ace 37%. Okay. Yes, it's bad. It happened. Yeah. So I don't think it's bad.
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad at all.
And this is where I'm going to be pulling up my results. So is it from left to right or right to or?
It's left to right.
Left to right. Okay. Yes. So I'm gonna pull up Inel's matchups right here. The first one right off the bat, 34% win rate against Blue Yellow Nami.
Yeah. I mean, I agree.
You can't
you can't do anything.
Yeah, and then like you said, it's barely reaching out of its like reach on the swings. Yeah. That I'm gonna have to commit a bit more extra Dawn, or just I'm gonna have to swing big. That's the only way I'm actually like committing. So either I'm losing a turn of like being able to like summon my stuff, or I don't know, bro. I think I just need to play this test out, and I'm gonna come back to you and hopefully give you guys better results on what you should do against this matchup. Either going first or second, and then I'll bring out other stats that can help us out. Yep. But moving on to the next worst matchup is, another one, Blue, Yellow, Boa. So, okay, so right now, as what we speak, my matchups that are difficult are Yellow. And it makes sense. This is why Luffy is so popular against it. Like, starter Luffy, those that don't want to drop a lot of, like, into this game, pick up 2 bricks. Pick up, not gonna lie, the most expensive cards you're gonna have to buy for Yellow right now are probably like Borsalino and Nami's. Yeah. Borsalino and Nami's are like your biggest like cards that you have to like pick out of pocket. But
I will say, Yellow's probably the highest price point deck.
Yeah. Out of everything, like say if we're like max rarity or just overall building a simple deck without max rarity and base rarity, yeah, I think Yellow is the more expensive side. So taking that consideration, if you're trying to play a certain deck, if you're willing to drop at least a good amount of money,
300.
yeah, bro, I mean,
More, I think.
yeah, right now, so
400.
Namis are sitting like 30s, so that's already like $90.
Boas are like 20.
Yeah.
So it's another 80. And Porsches are sitting around 50 to 60.
Yeah, so easily like almost like $400. And don't be discouraged. This game can be expensive, but you know what's also fun? Opening packs.
Yeah.
You can get lucky. Just go to your nearby local.
Or be like me and win the Brolic events and then sell those cards. And
sell cards.
And buy a new card.
Yeah. I believe strongly, if you really want to play this game for fun, sell all your alts.
Yeah.
Just play with base rarity. The card does the same thing. I used to be one of the people that would have to max rarity the deck. But you don't have to. The effect does the same thing. Your win rate will still not change.
Yeah.
Just because it's blinged out doesn't mean you're going to instantly win.
Nice.
So, one thing I do is keep an alt leader at least.
Yeah,
I got to do that. You know, just spoil yourself here and there. But
that's my rule.
yeah. If I'm going to play a deck, I'm at least getting the alt leader.
Give me at least alt.
But with this, yeah, so take in consideration that if you're really trying to have a higher advantage of beating this NL, you're going to have to probably be running yellow.
Yep.
And that's probably your best bet. Any other deck, I mean, the win rate isn't big, but compared to yellow is the only deck that will slow NL down.
Yeah.
So we'll stick to that. Another great one we can talk about. That way we are just going back and forth. You want to bring up Black Red Sabo?
Black Red Sabo. It's not even in this list.
It's not?
No.
Well,
However, there is one deck that I do want to bring up.
Dofi.
No, it's actually Nami. It looks bad. But a lot of these decks that it's going to lose to aren't really prevalent.
Yeah, because honestly, the only ones I could see around us is Ace,
Lucy,
Emu, Lucy. I don't think Emu's going to stay consistent. I think there's like at every local, you'll probably at least see one or max two. So I can see that. At Fabe, you'll see more. But here locally, like at other locations, you might see 1 to none.
Yeah, it's one of those things where yes, the matchups.
People hate Emu so much.
People hate Emu
so much, man.
But like I said, it's just
in all reality, like you said, the ones that you're gonna see consistently against you is red blue. Red blue is your biggest threat right now.
Yeah, you're never gonna see the Teach. You're not gonna really see Dofi. Yes, you'll see Mihawk here and there, but I think Mihawk's one of those decks that's harder to pilot. So the win percentages sometimes do feel a bit skewed. Yeah. Where I think the higher end Mihawk players will always be a tier above everybody, but
indeed,
the normal Mihawk players will always just be
there, like
respectfully below tier.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, if you want to level up that next step, or you're wondering why you're staying in that position, just again reach out to us, message us, ask. We'll try to help our best. If once again, we're not the best deck players for every deck, but if we know someone that is willing to help us out, to help you out, we will redirect you to them, and they will more than happy answer the simple questions and everything. But the best way you can get better at this game, go out, literally ask, message people. Let's test, let's deck, like, you guys have deck recommendations? Pull up your deck list on the Utah Discord.
Hey,
that will help you realize what you're doing wrong or what you need to remove.
Or be like, hey, does this deck look good? You'll see so many replies.
And then not just that, the one thing I have noticed that recently a lot of people are doing, like the last question that I saw was someone asked, I can't quite remember the name, but you guys will probably know. It was on the most recent question was, why are people playing, or like the question, if I'm saying it wrong, I'll pull it up right here. Mr. 2 Bonclay, how important is it, or why are people using it in purple deck, in a certain purple deck? I can't quite remember.
Oh, it was a Roger.
Yeah, it was in that question situation. So like ask those questions, like what don't be afraid. Like,
it never hurts.
If there could be one where it could bring up a whole conversation, or it can be a straightforward answer, and sometimes that's all it is, you know. So ask questions. I mean, who do you think I got better or he got better by just staying quiet? No. Like, we literally we have to let each other know what's going on wrong, and stuff like this. And we always ask questions.
Yeah, like
So ask them away. We're gonna do our best. Message. Well, comment down below if you really want to see certain decks, because I think the best thing for episode 3 will be helping out with certain matchups. I think that would be great, because first episode we've talked about our predictions and stuff like that for upcoming meta and this. Now this episode was more into detail about like the
tier list,
the tier list,
you're gonna be seeing.
deck list, what we're going to be playing, what we will switch up, and then matchups. So this is where you're getting more information on what you can do and what to kind of look forward to and stuff like that. So I think next one will be answering questions and finding out like answers that what are switch what I want to predict it in the future already, that this is what the episode would be, determining a good and bad player, piloter. So a good and bad pilot of this deck. So we'll take in consideration. So we're going to take extra notes so we can pilot that deck, or pilot that episode. But yeah, I think that's the best like way to approach this next episode.
Yeah, of course.
But for those, I mean, did you have anything else you want to add on into this episode whatsoever?
No, I mean, I think we covered all of it. You know, like I think everybody's gonna have a good idea on what the tier list looks like. Obviously, this is our tier list.
Yeah.
Like, do your own research. Look into videos. Obviously, we're not the only people making.
We're not
tier lists. So there are always going to be different tier lists. There's always different opinions, and also there's people who also play more decks than us. So they
might have a better grasp on certain things, and we completely missed it.
Yeah, we completely missed it. I mean, we left Vivi out of the tier list.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it wouldn't have been high.
No.
but we could have included some of these decks.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
and not that one deck you were thinking about.
Hannibal.
But no, thank you again, you guys. We are very much appreciate that you guys are giving us great feedback. You guys are enjoying this stream, even if you just have it as a background and you just have us in your ear. That was probably the worst thing, but we enjoy that you guys are being very supportive about what we're doing here, and we want to just change up the vibe of everything and help everyone grow. And honestly, we have quite a few downtime, and hearing us each other argue would be great.
Also, if you're driving right now, I want you to know the red light just turned green. So please put your phone away and start driving. And if you're on the freeway right now, look to your right.